This is a Miami Sports Music Podcast Network production. This is the #1 Miami fan morning show. Clock Blockers, let's go.
I know the whole city riding. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter collar. Whole squad been trained to go. Been for life, we throw the folk. Singing this just to welcome bro. Who that? To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. My intuition told me this. To trust the coach, he holds the gift. He knowing when to go with Phins, so we knowing when to switch. This year we got the golden pick. Time to see what that pick about. Bad vibes get sent out. Only fans up in this house. We been waiting, yeah, we been patient. Now it's time to cash out, no discount. Super Bowl,
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Doing 50 million things in here this morning. It is your boy, Stephen D. Welcome to the #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers, right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. It is Friday, hashtag Spread Kindness Friday on the #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers, here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. I'm your host, Stephen D. Want to say good morning to my family, my Finlaws, everybody that is out there. You can follow me at Stephen D. SKPL, Spread Kindness, Positivity, and Love. Let me tell y'all, we got a great, amazing show here for you today. You can follow Miami Sports Music at Miami Sports Music and everywhere at MIA Sports Music. Make sure you hit that like button on the way in. Subscribe to the channel. Big deal. Got a lot of stuff going on. If you want to sign up and become a member today, there are plenty of seats waiting for you at the table. You can definitely do that. It is good stuff. So make sure you guys do that as well. So make sure you guys set that up. All right. Also, man, we got so much stuff. I'm doing 50 million things at once, and my head is going crazy. Wait till y'all see the show we got for you today. I mean, it's a big deal. It is absolutely a big deal. It is a supersized deal. All right, hold on. I'm typing. I'm trying to do 15 things. Here we go. All right. So make sure you sign up today, become a member if you'd like to. If you want to donate to the channel, all right, and we're going to be doing some stuff today, so hopefully we'll get the donations up today, and we're going to be raising a lot of money today for a lot of different causes, but you can use the Cash App or PayPal, $ MSM Podcast Network, or PayPal MSM Podcast Network. You see the QR codes that are on your screen, or you can also use the Super Chat, which is the rectangle box down at the bottom of your chat with the $ in the middle. You can use that too. Want to give a big shout out to our sponsors of the show, ZSM Sports, Hangry Owls, Vasasaur, a great place to sit.com, and Tail Greeter. Absolutely amazing. We love all of them. We got a big show today and we're already running behind. So I want to bring in my co-host for the day, my brother from another mother. And I know I have a lot of them, but that's okay. Mr. Jason Sarney, ladies and gentlemen. What is up, Jason?
Good morning, Stephen D. How are we on Friday here? What kind of Friday? I don't mean to get you choked up already.
I know.
Let's rock. We do have a big show. I cannot wait. And the roster, what we got coming on is phenomenal. And we have a lot of special things to do on a very special weekend for us fans of the Miami Dolphins.
So for those of you who don't know, you guys see the thumbnail for today's show. It is Dolphins Cancer Challenge weekend. So Dolphin fans and former Dolphins alumni and current Miami Dolphins and front office are flying down to South Florida. They're all converging onto one location, including this man to the right of me, Mr. Jason. He'll be flying out later on to go to South Florida to participate in the Dolphins Cancer Challenge, correct?
That is correct. Fly out tonight. Looking forward to it. I absolutely love days, as a Northeasterner. You're a Mid-Atlanticer, and I know you've been all over, but to be an out-of-town Dolphin fan on a day to get down there is like bliss. And to do this show this morning is phenomenal. So I'm just super excited, my dude.
So Jason and I talked to each other this morning. We kind of planned this out, and we knew we wanted to do a couple of really cool things. Caslin with his $5 donation said, Jason's the only reason we're here this morning. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that
I
at
think
all.
that's
Man.
2 weeks in a row Cousin said that. So he's buttering me up on a good day. I like
Buttering
that.
you up, man. He's buttering
The
you
right
up.
day to do that right now.
We got some really cool stuff today. We're going to talk Dolphins today.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to have some. Jason doesn't even know this yet because I'm going to surprise him.
Oh,
We got some really cool special guests throughout the show
I like
that are going to come on in like 15-minute increments. And and hopefully some more than the special guests you might see in the screen. We're going to have TD Phins talk. Come on.
Oh,
For
interesting.
about 15 minutes, hang out with us.
Cool.
Talk Dolphins, promote a little bit of the DCC.
You think we'll talk quarterback?
I think we'll talk quarterback.
Okay,
we got our very own Phins take CB83. He's going to come on and hang out with us for a little bit. We got from Dolphins Talk, Big E, former NFL fan of the year. He's going to come and hang out with us later on in the afternoon or in the towards the latter part of the show. And then we got SoLo D. He will be hanging out with us towards the end of the show for about 10 or 15 minutes. And then I got a few other people that we're trying to get on in about 15-minute increments. I reached out to Dolph Freaky. She's working this morning. Can't do it. Richmond Webb sends his love. He's flying out. He's literally walking out the door. So he's like, I can't. So, but he's like, I love you guys. You guys are doing great. So we got some cool stuff. And I got some other people in the work. So maybe, maybe a Dudley Do Wrong sighting on the show. I don't know yet. We'll see. He's busy this morning.
I'm gonna peer pressure him. I'm gonna send him some annoying messages and pester him. I'm gonna pester him like Fangio would pester management if he wanted a certain defender. So I'm gonna pester away this morning to Mr. Dudley.
So in the past on Spread Kindness Fridays, we've raised a lot of money for a lot of amazing things. And a lot of great causes. We've raised money for when the building collapse happened on Surfside. We raised money that morning. We raised a lot of money that day. We've raised money for the hurricane relief efforts. We raised a lot of money for that. We've raised money in the past for the DCC. But today we are I'm going to let Jason kind of take over for a little bit to kind of explain the DCC, how it kind of works, and what this morning what this show is going to look like today, and how we're going to raise some money for the channel as well as the DCC.
Well, I appreciate the lead-in, and one of the things that I've always said of my love and support and the following and fandom of this organization is beyond wins and losses. It goes off the field. It goes to the community. It goes to philanthropy, and it goes to the work. And this was really set and staged by Don Shula in terms of foundations and again, philanthropy. But the Dolphins Challenge Cancer is such an important organization for so many. I'm sure some of our guests will corroborate that when they get on later today, and they'll tell their story. My family and my wife's family, we have our story. Unfortunately, we lost my mother-in-law just about a year after she became my mother-in-law. But prior to that, there was a terrific relationship, of course, that I had with her, with my family and her. So it was a really terrible struggle. She passed of breast cancer. My mom also fought her battle recently. She was diagnosed with lung cancer. So non-smoker. But she had fought valiantly and is, thank God, okay after some procedures. But it's something that hits way too many. And what the Dolphins have done with the DCC is they become at the moment, the largest philanthropic organization in sports. They've raised over $54 million. And that number is kind of ironic with Zach Thomas' number being 54, but that's pretty much where the number is. And he will be doing cycling.
See, that's destiny right there. $54 million, and Zach Thomas got into the Hall of Fame, number 54. Come on now. There's something there.
Oh God, yeah. And I'm a numerology kind of guy. I love looking at numbers and what they mean, and everything happens for a reason. But the DCC is an organization in it of itself within the Miami Dolphins. They have done some amazing, outstanding work in collaboration with the University of Miami. And I'm part of a team that has some terrific people involved. One of them being Lisa and Amy Siegel, two of them being Lisa and Amy Siegel, sisters who have, had their story and loss in the cancer world. But, they are amazing in their money raising. They're up to around $32,000 on their team alone. I've chipped in with a small portion of that. I am happy that I got my goal initially of $250, but we want to blow that up today, Steven.
We do.
I want to double it. I want to get to 500 at least, and I want to do my part how I can in raising money for this great organization. And we all know that I love the card game. I have a fun inventory of cards here. And yes, I know cards are in the mail for the couple people waiting, but all will go out prior to my trip to the airport today. So, dude, I'm looking at cards to my right that are phenomenal cards. We're talking Jalen Waddle autographs, graded 10s, PSA 10s, 2s. So we're going to do this all show. We're going to do our usual, I guess.
Well, we're going to do it a little bit different than we've done in the past.
We'll do it a little bit different. So when I present the card, if anybody, I'll give the general value, and we'll toss it up here, and we'll give a value. And if anybody wants to say claimed, what we'll do is we're going to do a 50-50. You'll have 5 minutes once you claim the card to do 50% as normal to the channel and 50% to the link.
And by the way, what that means is, let me interrupt. What that means, 50% towards the channel. You can donate through Cash App, PayPal, or YouTube. Obviously, YouTube takes out more money, so we always try to say, especially with the higher donations, if you can use Cash App or PayPal. But if you do it through YouTube, fine. Right. And the other 50% is going to go on the link that I have pinned to the top of the chat, which is Jason Sarney's DCC link. Go ahead, Jason. I'll let you kind of finish.
No, that's perfect. He said it perfectly. So basically, let's say, X person in the chat claims a certain Jalen Waddle card. We'll put a 5-minute timer on. Once we see the donation per the channel, everyone will see it here. And once I get the notification, which I'll have up from my email, and put, of course, the card you want in the message. Put your full name, message, and then we'll talk about all addresses if you want to do it on.
Yes. So just so you know how we're making this easy now is from here on out, you're going to give all your information to Jason. You're not going to give it to me. Okay.
Yes.
I will,
100%. 100%.
So that way it goes out in a timely manner. People aren't waiting a couple of months because I was really wrapped up in crazy and lost track and all that stuff. So
it's all good. But we're gonna do our best day and raise money for a terrific cause. So
what is the goal today?
I mean, I'm notorious for kind of undershooting. I mean, you want to go 1,000? I mean, I 500 at least it would make me happy, but 1,000 would make me go down there.
Yeah, I think we can do that today, and that's 1,000 aggregate total between
I'm 395 right now
and everything. So where are we at right now?
395 right now,
and that's where you're currently set at. I think we can get you to 1,000 today. I don't see that being an issue. I think we're gonna be able to do it today. So
I got the first card.
Well, that's the thing. Let's kind of show how people how they're going to do this, right? So, you're going to break out a card, and how are people? They're going to say claim. Well, you're going to say how much it is, and you're going to say claim.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to show the card,
okay.
Right? And look, if there's anybody out there who's a card appraiser, loves jumping on the comp site, please. Feedback is necessary. I've taken a look, and I'm going to undershoot in terms of the initial price point. If someone likes the price point, they want it, and they have a quick trigger finger, they say claimed, and we say $40, $20 to the channel, $20 to the DCC. Get the confirmations in. Bada bing, bada boom. Give me your address via the DCC on the message, and of course say Jalen Waddle autograph absolute, which segues to this kind of card that I'm going to put up. Yeah, to answer your question, Sheba Army Brat, just sell on whatnot. You know what? It would be nice to make some money on selling cards, absolutely. But to me, it is a lot more important to put this to the DCC. I want to raise as much money as possible. I'm lucky enough that I got a nice pile of cards here. To me, it's a lot more valuable than putting a couple of bucks in my pocket, and that's why I wanted to
just got another confirmation of somebody coming on, special guest this morning.
Keep that a surprise. I like surprise.
I know.
But we're going to start it off, and we're going to experiment. This is one of the lower end cards, mind you, Steven, that I'm showing, and it's a Jalen Waddle rookie card. No, I'm sorry, it's not a rookie card. It's a 1 year in card. It's still a Jalen Waddle.
So it's not a rookie card. It's a Jalen Waddle card. It's it's a second year card, is what I would call it.
Card, guaranteed
but it's autographed.
It's autographed. It's
put it back up on the screen.
Absolute. Now,
so how are we doing this?
Jumped on an eBay comp and it was around $40. So why don't we do that? If somebody wants this right now and then wants to claim $40, just do an all caps claimed Jalen Waddle.
We're not doing bids. We're not doing bids.
He's got the right idea with the bidding, but we're going to start it at 40. If Phins goes to 40, same thing with Sheba. It's going to
Miami Fan Talk Show says claim 40.
There it is. I love this. So thank you.
So what does Miami Fan Talk Show need to do now?
So what I'm going to do, and once I put the link up again, Miami Fan Talk, thank you first and foremost. This is going to be to you. So I'll throw the post-it on Miami Fan Talk.
Tell me what he needs to do.
Go to that link. Well, first off, claim it nice and easy with the channel. And then I'll provide the link.
So he needs to send $20 to the channel.
Right.
And then send $20 to the DCC.
Stephen D. and Miami Sports Music's latest comment. There it is. From participant 33024.
So, and you have 5 minutes to do that. Otherwise, we're going to go on to the next person. Now. So do $20 to the channel. However you do that, whether it's through YouTube, Super Chat, Cash App, or PayPal. And then you're going to do the $20 with the link that you see there in the chat and pinned at the top, the Jason Sarney link for the DCC.
Correct. I'm going to set the timer. There. So, and you know what?
There we go. There's 20.
There you go. Beautiful.
Awesome.
Beautiful, beautiful. So throw in all the information that you want to give me and that message on that DCC link. And then once I get that email notification, boom, enveloped. We'll get the address, and you got it. So Miami Fan Talk, you got yourself the Jalen Waddle 2022 Absolute. Awesome start. Let's rock and roll, people. I love that. Thank you very much.
I like it, man. I like it.
I like it.
Yo.
Give me another horn. Give me another horn. Let's go.
All right. And then will you see when do you have a link up that you can see when people get that in?
So I'll get an email the second that I get a notification, and the DCC site will give me a little red notification on the bell.
It said all that's available is $100 donation. Is there an other?
No, there's got to be another. There are people who've done 25, 50.
$10 I've seen.
Yeah. Let me look. Hold on a second. Just click on it. You just move it on and click on it.
Hey. Donations, and
I think it defaults on
at the top right. You hit donate. If I'm correct, no, you don't.
You can click
support me. You hit support me.
Yeah,
and then you hit other, and then you type in the amount.
It looks like it's defaulted, and the others are kind of grayed out. But just click on and hover over the 25 or if you do other 20
here, just so you guys can see. And hopefully I can make this big.
Yeah, just click on the other and then right.
So when you click on that link, it shows up here. This is the page that shows up on that link. You hit support me. And then down here, you hit other and you type in the amount and you do it like that. All right. And you can write an encouraging message and, whatever. And then payment and your contact and donate. And there you go. Bam. That's how you make it happen.
Cool. Miami Fan Talk, just give me, name, address, and just say 2022 Absolute Waddle autograph, because that's your card. Just so I know, I want to keep the accounting and the books and the shipping crystal perfect and clear today, and get them all out so you guys get them hopefully after the weekend. And any information you need to give me to get it out, and I'll see it on the email. So let's start the timer. Let's start it officially now. Give you plenty of time. And again,
well, he already did the 20. He's, just get the other 20. This is a great, awesome way to raise money for an awesome cause. So we're hoping to do that. Okay. So Miami Fan Talk, if you have any other questions, let us know. We'll try to answer it for you as we go along. Let's do one more. Let's just get one more out the way.
100%.
And then we'll get to talking because we'll have our first guest on at 10:15. We got our first guest on at 10:15 this morning.
All right, I'm going to ask you a question. Offense, defense.
Defense, man.
Yes. I'm glad you said that.
Hit squad.
Why don't we do a rookie?
I'm all about it.
Drafted in Chris Greer's first year as a general manager. Any guesses?
No, I don't. I don't have any guesses.
Put those X's up. Xavier Howard, PSA 10 rookie.
Xavier Howard, PSA 10 rookie card. All right, and what do we want this? How much is this? What are the comps for this going up?
It's not an autograph, but then again, it's a PSA 10.
And it's graded.
And it's great. It is a Gem 10. And one of my fun things that I love doing with these Gem 10s is they have these codes, right? That you just look on up, and it tells you the population. How many of this exact card rated a Gem 10 are there that are in their database in the world? So let's see how many there are. And that's the new owner will have that populated card and be among that number. Give me a half a second here. And it also, if it's priced accordingly, it'll give me an idea. There are 2 Xavier Howard Optic PSA 10 rookie cards in the world at the moment. So,
all right.
Stephen D. 60?
$60.
If anyone wants to claim it at 60 right now, it is theirs.
There's only 2 in the world that are PSA 10s.
2.
You gotta say claim in the chat, and then you'll give 30 to the channel and 30 to the DCC link. Kaslin says claim.
You want me to read what the card says?
Kaslin did it. Kaslin got it.
Kaslin, my dude.
Kaslin, and by the way, I'm going on the first person that I see here. So Kaslin, you got 5 minutes. You got to send 30 to the channel. Just let me know which way you send it. Cash App, PayPal, or the Super Chat, obviously. And then the other $30 to
whoa. Uh-oh.
Well, this one we're gonna do. If you want to change the rules after weekend,
all right, Finn Diddy, we're gonna move you to the first in the line. I'm gonna ask you to give me a player, and we're gonna talk to Finn Diddy. But Kaslin buttered me up for the last 2 weeks, so I'm deferring to Kaslin on this one 1,000%. But let me read you. Can I read you what this card said?
Yeah.
About Xavier Howard as a rookie.
Yeah.
Entering the 2016 draft, the Dolphins were in need of a physical cornerback. With that in mind, Miami selected Howard to match up with burly receivers in the AFC East. This guy checks all the boxes in terms of height, weight, speed, competitiveness, and toughness, said Dolphins general manager Chris Grier. Guy made the card. So, my dude. Chris Grier's my dude. Kaslin.
Let's go. Let's go. I love it. There's going to be cards all morning too. So don't.
Dude, I got piles and piles.
Got piles of cards this morning, and they're not
noise.
Yeah, we're going to raise some money today. I'm excited. You need to share the link. Tell your friends. Let them know. Say, hey, look, there's this awesome show. Clock Block. We're going to talk Dolphins football too.
Oh God, yeah. Why don't we take a little card break? Make sure.
We'll just wait. Kaslin's on the clock for. I think he's got 4 minutes left to get it in, and
right now. I don't care.
Yeah, I got a clock. I got a timer here, so he's got 4 minutes.
You do the timing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then if you don't get it in the 5 minutes, it goes to the next person. So, do you see Miami Fan Talk Show's donation in DCC?
Let me get up there. I see a 20. Hold on, let me see. I'm going to be naming names here. Philip Anthony? Yes, got it. Philip Anthony and Milton.
You don't I don't know.
wait. Time out. think they did the same card here. We only did 2, and one of them.
Well, no. So somebody just said, BitBop said, sorry, Steven, I donated 20 to MSM and 25 to Jason. BitBop just sent money. He didn't win anything, but he just sent money.
No. You know what? I got him covered. We'll get him covered. So we need to make good on him. So I'm going to give you this one. This is actually a special one, BitBop. All right? Ready for this? This is really cool. It's another PSA 10 Jalen Waddle, but it's a forced error card, meaning that there's no name on it. There's 10 of these numbered, but not many of them are numbered to 10. So this is the only numbered to 10, perfect 10, no nameplate Jalen Waddle. And Caslin is saying it won't let you do 30. It won't let you do 30 in the other?
So
other box, Kaz, where you write it in manually. So let me write this down. If that's cool from Milton. If that's cool, Milton.
Milton, do you want that card, or do you want me to do what you said in the thing? We're going to get this here. We're going to get this thing moving, this train moving. We're going to be cooking like peanut oil.
But listen, the donations are coming in. So thank you. And we're going to make sure, in the easiest way also to get to me as a backup would be Twitter.
At Jason_Sarney that you see right there on the screen.
Correct. So fun stuff. Great start.
And you're writing all this down. You got it in here.
I'm posting. I'm doing everything. Love Post-it, Steven. I'm a big Post-it guy.
I love it.
All right.
Send Jason Sarney your contact info, your mailing info, stuff like that. Caslin just send me an additional 10 the other way. I know you did 20 there. Just send me an additional 10 and then Caslin will send you 30 through the link of the DCC. And we'll do it like that. All right, man. Let's
reset real quick. Let me just
Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers, right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. Let's talk some football. Actually, there is a little story that I kind of want to talk about and discuss. Although I think we got TD coming on here in a couple of minutes. There's a
story. Do a card when he's on.
Maybe we'll do it to a card when he's on, just for him. There's a report out today that said Russell Wilson asked the Seahawks ownership to fire Pete Carroll and general manager John Snyder last year, according to The Athletic. The team obviously instead traded him. I want to get your thoughts on this, man. Like, I think this is a pretty big story. We will do as I wrote you on PayPal. So BitBop's card he wants me to give away to a viewer, by the way.
Wow, that's
we'll do that. We'll do that towards the end. So set that aside, and we'll do that towards the end.
We'll do anything like that is phenomenal and appreciated. I'll do a trivia question, and the first person that answers the trivia question will be.
We'll do that at the end. So put BitBop's card to the side. He said he wants to give it away, and
we have Miami Fan Talk Show with the Jalen Waddle Absolute. Yep. And anybody correct me if I'm wrong, please. Chasm with the ex-rookie. And the BitBop 66, the Jalen no-name plate will be given away to a fan viewer via trivia.
Yep. At the end of the show.
I like saying via, too. I'm a big fan of saying via.
Real quick, what are your thoughts about this Russell Wilson's, that he asked ownership to trade the coach or to fire the head coach and GM? You and I are both NBA fans, and I feel like NBA players have a lot of power, a lot more than you see in other sports. I don't know if players have that type of power in the NFL unless your name is maybe Patrick Mahomes. I don't know. Like, this is pretty big. Like, a player how often do you think this happens, number one?
It can't happen very often in the NFL. I mean,
that a player has the balls enough to go to the owner and say, trade the GM I keep on saying trade. I meant fire the GM and the head coach.
I mean, Pete Carroll is a guy who rebuilt, a USC program. He goes and he rebuilds the Seahawk team, and he creates this defense, and he creates an offense where Russell Wilson thrives. And then we see Russell Wilson go to Denver, and we all saw what we saw in Denver. They didn't ride; they stumbled, And
but he had that. He walked into the owner's office and thought that he had the power to be like, all right, they're going to listen to me. They're going to listen to me.
It's BS. It really is. It creates such an ego within the locker room, and it doesn't end well. It won't end well. I don't think anyone really has the right to go above the team, the logo, the shield, the constructors of the team. Because look, there are general managers in this league who have gone through decades and 5 quarterbacks, 2 quarterbacks, 12 quarterbacks, those come and go. But some of the best and most, the longevity of these general managers, the best ones in the league, you're not telling them anything. And you're not telling a guy like Pete Carroll should be fired.
Well, I think it's funny that Russell Wilson thought he was, he said, I sent 50 through donation. Shout out to you, Caslin.
You're the best, Kaz. I'm going to do some bonus for you, brother. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, man, that's what happens when you get your own office and special perks and it ain't produced. So apparently in Denver, he had his own office with that coaching staff and everything, and it was like right down the hall from the owner, and Russell Wilson thinks he's bigger than the game.
It's exactly right, and I don't like that. I just don't like
I feel like we dodged a bullet with that one. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, listen, when all these quarterback things came up, I never really bought any of it. It just wouldn't have made a match. It just wouldn't have made sense. And look, again, I'm going to cite what we saw in Denver. I mean, could Sean Payton turn it around? I don't know. But really, really pretty embarrassing this season from Russell. And I don't like to use this word a lot, but I watch Russell Wilson, I cringe. It's cringe.
Pete's take says every quarterback has their own office, Steven. I don't know that. I don't know if that's true. There's a quarterback room.
The office, it was the staff, the crew, the handlers, the this, the that, the other, It was unnecessary.
I don't know.
Unnecessary.
Look, I thought it was interesting, and I wanted to dive in. Do players in the NFL think that that I feel like LeBron goes to some LeBron is look, I love LeBron. We all know that. LeBron goes to the owner and says, I want the head coach fired. The head coach is going to get fired. And it's happened on multiple occasions with LeBron, right? And there are players. Kobe didn't like a player. Kobe could walk into Phil Jackson's office and say, I want this guy gone. And they're going to go, right? So I just don't know in the NFL, for the most part, if a player is walking into an owner's office, especially, and saying the GM and the head coach need to get out of here. I'm over them. And the owner's like, well, here's what's going to happen. This guy brought me a Super Bowl. He built this franchise from the ground up. I'm not getting rid of him. I'll get rid of you.
And what happened?
They traded him. And to be fair, like, look, from everything I've heard in Denver, it's not going well in Denver.
No.
I mean, we saw what happened last year with Nathaniel Hackett. And Sean Payton in his first interview was like, man, here's what's going to happen. They ain't going, like he said, there's going to be no special coaches, none of that. Like, he's a no-nonsense kind of guy, and I don't know if Russell Wilson is so Denver traded all those assets for Russell, and Russell might not even. I mean, there is a slight chance Russell's not even with the team next year. And if I was a betting man, which I'm not, I would bet that Russell Wilson doesn't even finish the season as the starter next year if he is with the team.
That's not bad. That's not a bad thought process for what we saw last year, combined with another, bunch of mileage adding to a veteran quarterback who puts a lot of toll on his body by playing kind of a rushing and throwing style. So, yeah, I mean, at any moment, it could really be towards the end of the career for Wilson, who had a really good career of course, but you can argue, was that team and coach, teammates, all that good stuff.
Caslin said Russell wanted Sean Payton. He could say that, but man,
well, Payton, anybody would have wanted Sean. He was the premium get. I mean, he was the premium get of head coaching this year.
Russell, don't let this be the 100th quarterback that you're all for, Pete. Please, Pete, don't let Russell be that guy. Okay,
yeah, can't do that. I just don't like when, especially in the NFL, and you just exactly said it, and we saw it happen. You go on in, you make a demand as a player, you get dealt. I mean, we even saw that with Bill Belichick. I remember, who was it? There's a defensive player who got traded to Cleveland when Cleveland was literally the worst team in the league, just because the player was unhappy, and Belichick said, "You know what? You're out, and I'm going to send you to Cleveland." Jamie Collins, does that make sense? I don't know. But the fact of the matter is, coaches and general managers who are successful have more power in some cases than state governors and senators. It's like they have power.
Yeah.
Players don't have that power these days, I feel like.
Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show. Clock Blockers right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. TD's supposed to be on. I don't know where he's at. TD's late, as usual. Pulling a solo D. TD's pulling a solo D this morning. Well, let's get into some Dolphins talk, shall we?
Absolutely.
We had a really great discussion yesterday, Cameron and I, about a lot of different things. And one of them was the free agents in the trade market. I just want to get this from you, Jason. What do you want the Dolphins to do in free agency, and what do you expect them to do in free agency? Two separate questions.
Those are two interesting and kind of separate questions, but I want to look at the need, of course. And you look at need, you look at linebacker, you look at offensive line, and then I also want to look at the draft and where we're in the draft and the history of how we drafted that particular position. So we need to focus on offensive line in free agency, and we need to focus on either a very solid left guard, maybe a Dalton Risner out of Denver, or what we really should focus on. And this is not me closing the book on Austin Jackson, but it's close to it. We need someone who would make him fear for his job to come on in at right tackle, who could swing maybe to left tackle to spell 3 or 4 games worth of Teron Armstead missing time, because we all know that that's going to be the case. Best case, Teron Armstead, 13, 14 game player. You need a guy to get in there a few games. So if that's a swing tackle situation, do we get that in the draft? The track record has not been phenomenal. So I think that's where we're shopping in free agency is veteran lineman, right tackle, pure, and then left guard to kind of get that Liam Eichenberg situation.
What about on the defensive side? Yesterday was announced that Bobby Wagner was released from the LA Rams. He had 140 tackles last season, according to Todd. Shout out to Todd for that. Do you want Bobby Wagner?
That would be a situation where it would be a luxury in an already kind of really nice room. I know that let's say goodbye to Byron Jones because he's out. Let's look at the defensive backfield as a whole. You have an aging Xavier Howard, but then you have a nice young potential core. If you re-sign Needham, you have Kader Kohu, you got a healthy, hopefully, Brandon Jones and Javon Howard, Veron McKinley III, and Trill Williams. I don't think you need to go a lot of money for a luxury in a veteran like a Bobby Wagner in the defensive backfield. I think you put all your money defensively, or the majority of your defensive free agency money, linebacker. They have 5 who are free agents. Maybe they re-sign 2, but they're really kind of outside linebackers in a Van Ginkel. If they bring him back, they need an interior linebacker, a fresh interior linebacker. But I don't think Wagner's the guy because he's just too much and just I don't think
All right. Well, hey, you know who probably does have a view on some of this stuff? He's here, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. TD Phins Talk. What's up, TD?
What's up, Jason?
What's up, TD? How you doing, bro?
I'm good.
TD, welcome to the show, man. It is Spread Kindness Friday. We're raising money for the channel. We're raising money for the Dolphins Cancer Challenge. I know, you have a big family. I think all of us in some way, shape, or form, unfortunately, have dealt with cancer within the family in some way, shape, or form. What about the DCC? Just reaches, do you like that the Dolphins do about, that the Dolphins are involved in this?
Well, I know that the Dolphins got extra involved whenever we brought in Brian Flores, because this was near and dear to him with his mother, that situation. But I just appreciate the organization in general taking care in certain avenues, especially this one. And they do it every year, and they do a good job. They reach their goals. And this is why I say, and congratulations, man, on you doing your thing on your show, making it a forefront thing. And Sarni as well, because I believe you're gonna be down there, right?
I will. I'm looking forward to it today. Thank you.
Yeah, man. That's why I know a lot of people, they donate to the channels and things of that nature, but this is definitely an opportunity for you to donate, show your love and support, because there's people out there that's counting on research, medicines, and different innovations in this field, and it doesn't happen unless we all chip in together and do our part however we can. So I would encourage anybody, if they got an opportunity to donate, $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, whatever it may be, $100 for Tua, Uno.
Well, hey, so real quick before we get into the Dolphins talk, which we're going to with you, we're raising money today is we're doing these cards, and we know that your favorite player is Tua, right, Jason?
That's right, baby. That's right.
TD's
That's
favorite
the
player.
rumor.
So what
That's
Tua
right.
card? Let's real quick. What's the Tua card? That and how much is it? And we get somebody to claim this. We'll see how many people are out there. Go ahead and throw that up on the screen real quick. I'll put you on the big one. Go ahead, throw it up.
TD's a flashy dude. TD's a flashy dude. So in honor of TD, we're gonna do a flashy card. It's gonna
be shiny, baby.
It's gonna be a shiny pink camo rookie, Gem 10.
Ooh.
And how much is that going for? What are the comps going for that?
Probably in like the 50, 60 range. Let's see what we got on the comp bar here.
Let's just do we'll do 60. We'll do 60.
And while I'm looking, I was completely mixing up Jalen Ramsey and Bobby Wagner. I was thinking, I was like, what am I talking about as I'm like saying? But yeah, I still think Bobby Wagner.
Yeah, I was listening and I was like,
hey, Big Dougie B, Big Dougie B claimed it.
Jason, I mixed up my Ram.
Big Dougie.
Sorry, I was literally sitting there like, dang, what's for man? I must have taken a real break. Wagner plays safety now?
No. I was with the rumors of everybody and Ramsey and Wagner and Ram. I mixed them up. My bad.
Hey,
actually,
hey, real quick, Big Dougie. Hey, Big Dougie B, claimed it. He's got the 60. All right, Big Dougie B, send the 30 to the channel. Send the 30 to the link that's in the chat for the DCC for Jason. Let's go.
Big Dougie B.
Dougie B, he didn't tell you were buying it for me.
Well, now I'm going to know your address, TD, so that's good.
Oh, man, no, we can't do that. I got too many ops, Jason.
Hey, TD, why I got you on, man, what is a priority for you this offseason for the Miami Dolphins? What should be the priority for them?
You got to go with the linebacking core. Jason was right on the mark, man. That's the big hitter. The priority is linebacker. We could all go wish list and be like, okay, go get a left guard and a right tackle. Go get a running back. Go get a tight end. And then go get the linebackers and give us some corner depth. But that's just unrealistic because there's so many things you have to do. So if you just want to make the team better with minimal moves, which, with our cap space and needing to resign so many people, you got to go linebacker and help the defense become better and bank on Fangio to improve the young core in that secondary with Kohu and even Needham. Because like he said, Byron may be out and X is getting older. So linebacker is the number one priority from a realistic standpoint. Wish list standpoint, that's a different story.
All right, man. Jose just sent $50 to the show and $50 to the DCC just cuz. Shout out to Jose. Love it, man. Love it. Let's keep it going, man.
Dude, we're at 540 right now, so this is great.
Dude, this is awesome, man. I love this. We got a special guest that's going to come on with TD for a few minutes, too. I got a special guest for him. There are a whole bunch of people I reached out to today, and I think TD will like the special guest that I got coming on here in a minute. Hey, real quick, TD. So, since I have you on, and you're obviously one of the people that love the quarterback situation that we have down in Miami, you did a whole thing on Caleb Williams on your channel, man. You want to elaborate on that a little bit?
Well, yeah, Caleb Williams actually, my cousin. I just got off the phone with him. Now I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just playing. No. It's interesting. I mean, at the end of the day, as a Dolphin fan and somebody in the media, you got to be flattered by a top prospect wanting to play for you. I understand people's love for Tua and things like that. But at the end of the day, I feel like everybody should be just happy to even hear that, you got somebody that wants to be a Dolphin. Whether he becomes one or not, the likelihood of it happening is slim to none. It's not likely to happen at all. But just knowing that he mentioned you as the number one choice is very
interesting. It says a lot, doesn't it? It says a lot.
Yeah, it says a lot, but as I look further into it, I think he's also playing the PR game because he also listed 3 other teams. So when you put all 4 teams together, they are the 4 most needed quarterback teams, with the exception of the Dolphins. Even though, that's debatable whether we need a quarterback or not, but our situation is way more solidified than the other 3 teams that he mentioned as his other choices. So that was very interesting to me that he still said Dolphins as number 1. And but he did say, he liked to play with Tyreek, Waddle, Gesicki, even though Gesicki probably won't be here.
By the way, did you see Gesicki's tweet back to him on that? That was too funny. He's like, I'm just trying to figure out how to get out my condo lease.
Oh, wow. But hey, like I said, here's the deal, though, Steven. The thing that I love the most about him doing that is the fact that we at least get another year with Tua to find out. Because say Tua, and whether people want to believe it or not, I hope this doesn't happen, but say Tua falls on his face, which we all don't want to happen because the most profitable thing for the Dolphins is for him to be great, right?
Yeah.
Say he falls on his face, and it's just a bad year, right?
Yeah.
The promising thing about the Caleb Williams thing is that he's staying in school for another year. And on top of it, for him to say Miami is my number 1 choice, like that'll probably be my number 1 choice or whatever. He thinks he has a choice, Steven. No.
You're wrong, bro.
But don't laugh about it. Don't laugh about it.
I mean, this is the world that we live in now, TD. Hey, TD, real quick, because we got to. I'm keeping you on, but I want to bring these 2. Look, I wanted to try to get as many people as I could in this morning, so I'm cramming people into the same time. So stay on with us, TD, because we got CB83 and Mr. Alex Dono is also in the building. We got all the head people up here. What's up, Alex?
I'm worried. It's TD in hiding from Tuanon. I see his camera's not on. I'm a little worried. Is he in witness protection? TD, stay strong, man.
That's exactly what's happening.
I'm on an Aaron Rodgers retreat.
Oh,
he's in the darkness retreat.
Not the Rodgers retreat.
But Steven, real quick, and I'll finish the point in 30 seconds. In today's football, Caleb Williams is going to make the most money on NIL deals next year.
Yep.
Okay, and they estimate it could be even over $5 million. I'm starting to realize he may actually have a choice, because when you're already making millions, you can tell the number 1, number 2, number 3 overall pick, don't waste your time. I'm not playing for you. I'll go back to college for all I care, because he can go back another year after that.
Hey, Alex, let me get your point on this because, for those of you who don't know, Locked On Canes with our man Alex Dono. You can catch him on the YouTube channel there, and you can download the podcast wherever you get podcasts from. The NIL is obviously big in college football right now. The Caleb Williams situation is big. What are your thoughts on that, Alex?
Yeah, well, first of all, Steve, hello, and hello to everybody on the panel. You guys are all awesome. I thought he hit the nail on the head, TD, when he's talking about the NIL payments. I mean, Caleb Williams, he's the reigning Heisman winner. I'm sure he's, it's hard to win that 2 times in a row, but I'm sure he's going to be on the Heisman shortlist next year. USC is going to be a team that can contend for the college football playoff, and he's a stud. Like, I watched Caleb Williams enough the last 2 years. Oklahoma a couple years ago, USC last year. He's going to be making NIL money through the roof. I mean, Steve, you're talking about, we think about what was going on with Jaden Rashada, who hasn't taken a college snap yet, who was originally committed to Miami, decommitted, committed to Florida because they made this crazy promise of this NIL money they couldn't pay him. Like, you're talking about over $10 million. Some of these guys are getting offered. So Williams is going to be making probably more money through NIL than he would be making on a rookie deal in the NFL.
Right?
Yeah.
That's insane. CB, by the way, Phins Take with CB83. You can catch his channel on YouTube. You can also catch him here on Friday nights, here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. CB, man, like, what are your thoughts, as far as like rookie contracts are concerned, or people staying in college football an extra year with somebody like, TD's right. Caleb does have a choice. Caleb can stay in college football for another, 3 years? I think he has eligibility left, so he could, in theory, stay in college football another 2 to 3 years.
Man, I wish this was a thing when I was in college. My gosh, I wish it was a thing when I was playing, man. And these guys get the opportunity to make some money off, their brands themselves. It's a beautiful thing. I think it's going to change the dynamic of college football. It's definitely going to change the dynamic of rookies coming into the NFL, because that's just the nature of the game. Money kind of controls everything. So it's going to be a big leverage play for them coming into the NFL. So I think it'll be good for the game, but it's going to be interesting to see the dynamic that it creates among college football and the NFL too.
Alex, will we see more people who get drafted to a team they don't want to go to sit out a year to go back into the draft the following year because of this?
Honestly, I hadn't given that a single thought until I heard you guys talking about it right when I came in, and I think it's a fantastic point. I mean, people in the past, the high-profile quarterbacks who have played hardball before, the list is pretty short. I mean, Eli Manning and John Elway were like the most prominent ones that come to mind, like guys who were like, hey, if this team drafts me, I'm not playing for you, so I better be able to go to the team I want. It hasn't happened a lot, and even back then, I mean, Elway's leverage was, playing baseball.
He had the Yankees. He
had leverage from, another sport. I guess Eli Manning's leverage just was like, I'm part of the greatest quarterbacking family ever, so you better listen to what I say. But in this case, like, there's a whole different kind of leverage that comes from the idea that, and obviously, endorsements will come in the NFL as well when you're a quarterback. But like in this case, like somebody like Caleb Williams or whoever has that leverage of like, I'm making maybe 8 figures playing college football. So, I don't need to come and make, 7 figures from you if I don't want to do it. I can hold out for an extra. It makes perfect sense. I hadn't given a single thought before today, but it makes perfect sense.
Alex is going to go do his own show on this later.
I'm going to have to. Yeah.
These guys will be able to be selective and make sure that when they do come in the league, they can go into a perfect situation instead of going into these worst teams that's ruining their careers. And when you're already making millions in college, you already start to have that type of mind frame. You already start having that scheming mind frame. So the future is here. And I'm going to tell you now, if Chris Greer and Stephen Ross ever wanted to do anything illegal or do anything that they ain't supposed to do, they better be all up in his ear saying, if we don't make the playoffs this year, we are coming for you. And listen, anybody interview you with the number 1, number 2, number 3 pick, just let them know I'm not playing for no team but Miami or I'm going back to school. So go trade, go get all of their picks.
I'm 100%. I'm 100% on board with that, TD. All right, let's switch gears because Alex has got a premiere coming up at 11 a.m. You can catch Locked On Canes at 11 a.m. The premiere of the next episode. And I know CB83's got stuff to do today. And TD, and I'm sorry that you guys are all on at one time, but I'm going to do some quick rapid fire here. TD, I'll start with you, then we'll go CB83, and then Alex. What are the priorities for the Dolphins? As you know, I already asked TD this. Can you get specific on some players, TD, with you, and then you guys can be just specific as far as position, CB and Alex. What are there particular people you want the Dolphins to go after, TD, in the offseason? TD, you there, TD? Did we lose you?
2-0.
Breaking up real bad for me. So,
all right. We'll start with CB83, man. CB83, what are the positions the Dolphins need to address in the offseason here?
Well, they definitely need some help in the secondary. So secondary help will be a must. We're just too young there. We need some more veteran presence there. Honestly, the Jalen Ramsey thing is intriguing because he's still a really good athlete. He's still that type of player that could play in the box and tackle well, also cover pretty well. He adds some veteran presence to the secondary. I think that's a good play. It may be expensive, it may not be. It just kind of depends, man. I think secondary is a must. I think linebackers is a must. So
are players willing to take a discount, CB, to come here and play in Miami with Vic Fangio and the defense that's already here?
I mean, Ramsey's made a lot of money in the league. So maybe he's at the point where, hey, I just want to go somewhere where I can be a mentor, get paid a little money, and chase a ring. Maybe he's a ring chaser at this point and just goes after.
But if he's coming to Miami to chase a ring, that's good news for the Dolphins and Dolphins fans. I like it, CB. I'm all about it.
That's great news. And he's been there before. That's the thing. So he's played big playoff football. He's been to the Super Bowl. Yep. Bring him in that locker room. It does change that secondary. We're young everywhere in the secondary outside of X, and Byron won't be there. So it really adds to the locker room, adds value to the locker room for sure. When you can bring in guys like Tyreek, Teron Armstead, Jalen Ramsey's, those guys are just only going to get the team better.
They're going to make the locker room atmosphere 10 times better. Exactly. Alex, what about you, man? I know you spend all day, looking at Hurricanes, and we'll talk a little bit of draft real quick, but you're a Dolphins fan at heart. You do talk Dolphins. What do you think the Dolphins need to do this offseason, Alex?
Yeah, well, so I don't repeat everything CB just said because he made some great points. I'll look at a different position that I could see the Dolphins drafting early on. I was having a conversation about this with actually Hussam Patel yesterday, who I think we all know. Mm-hmm. And if there's one position on offense, I could definitely see the Dolphins drafting relatively high. It could be running back, right? I think it's going to be a defensive-heavy draft. But I really think that the Dolphins need to get like more of a bell cow type running back in here. And also, the running backs you had last year, you got to, try to get them locked into new deals. But even like Mostert and what's the other guy from San Francisco whose name escapes me? I like these. Yeah, Wilson. I like these guys a lot. But, I'd like to get more of like a bell cow type of back and get some fresh legs in. So, I think, and if you're thinking of using, a second round or later pick, you don't have a first round pick. I don't advocate drafting running backs in the first round anyway. I think there could be some good options out there. So running back, I think, is something
the free agent market is going to be very heavy and trade market too. Dalvin Cook allegedly is going to be available. Josh Jacobs is a free agent. Saquon Barkley is going to be available, via trade or free agent. I forget exactly how his contract works or anything, but I think 4 of the top 6 running backs in the NFL last year could possibly be on new teams next year, and that says a lot, And so, does that hurt the draft stock for up and coming running backs in the draft, Alex?
That'd be good for us if it does. I mean, because it's few and far between when you see running backs go in the first round anyway. So if that pushes back players who are good enough to be first round picks into the second round, Dolphins win.
Mm-hmm. All right, Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers, right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. It is Spread Kindness Friday. We are raising money for the channel and the Dolphins Cancer Challenge. Alex, who's your favorite Miami Dolphins player on the current roster right now? We'll see if Jason's got his card, and we'll make that the next card we're doing.
Jalen Phillips. I like. I mean, he's because he checks off both boxes for me. I love the Dolphins, and I love the U, and I love me some Jalen Phillips. And seeing this guy seemingly get better with every game, I enjoy.
All right, Jason, what's the next card, and how much are we doing it for? Remember, 50% towards the channel, 50% towards the DCC link. Go ahead, Jason.
I'm gonna make Alex Dono a very happy man right now.
Yeah,
Because I'm gonna tie this into Die Hard. Believe it or not.
Oh, let's go! Let's freaking go, Jason! My favorite Christmas movie.
It is the best Christmas movie ever.
My favorite Christmas movie too. What date is Christmas?
December 25th.
I got a 25 out of 25 Jalen Phillips card. Mind blown.
Wow.
Is it a rookie card or is it a second-year card?
It's a rookie card.
Oh,
Rookie card, Jalen Phillips. PSA what?
PSA 9, but it's numbered
PSA 9.
Christmas out of Christmas.
All right, so it is a
25
Jalen. Put it up towards the screen so people can see it because they can't see it there, Jason.
the beauty.
PSA 10 rookie card, Jalen Phillips, 25, number 25 out of 25. And how much is that? What are the comps going for that for?
The thing is, with numbered cards that are graded, it's extremely difficult to comp out, but we'll do it nice and easy. Christmas times 2, 25, a $50 total.
So
Alex
right,
Dono, you're
It's a
gonna
great deal.
$50. You got to claim it in the chat. And 25.
Great deal for a numbered card.
Love it.
Great deal for a
$50.
numbered
Put
card.
it, if you want to claim that, put claim in the chat, and you send 25 to the channel,
about this.
25 to the DCC. Go ahead.
This is another one of those error cards that are like made to be an error because there's purposefully no back.
Oh.
Whoa.
It's
Wow.
like that Jalen Waddle no nameplate. These card companies create uniqueness beyond the cards.
So it's a 25 with 25 and it has no back. It's an
No
error card too.
Wow.
A no back Jalen Phillips.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Like it.
All right, so put claim 50 in the chat, and you'll be you'll have 5 minutes to send the money, and then you send your mailing information over to Jason at Jason_Sarney. All right, Alex, I know you got to get out of here in a few. DCC is this weekend. You're down in South Florida. Cancer obviously as unfortunately affected all of our families. What does the DCC mean to you, and what is the Dolphins doing to raise money for the cancer that they've done over the last few years? How awesome is that?
It means everything. I correspond a lot with Lisa, who's very much involved in the DCC, and I know she lost her mother, and it means a lot to her, and it means a lot to me as well. I mean, I lost a grandmother to breast cancer. It's something that has affected other members of my family. So it's crazy to me that we haven't completely figured out a cure for this thing yet. I know it's going to come, but it can only come through research and then the money that helps that research. And we learn. I'm sure these scientists out there learn more about this every day. So getting a step closer to that cure, it means everything to me.
CB, what about you?
Man, so actually my wife used to work down there at the Cancer Center in Miami. She's actually a medical dosimetrist. So my wife is actually in the cancer field. We both went to Howard University. She was
HBCU, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. So she was a radiation therapy major there. So radiation therapists actually treat the patients. Now my wife, she's a medical dosimetrist. She went back and got a master's. So she's actually making the plans for the cancer patients. So she worked there in Miami. She worked at UCLA, which is one of the top cancer centers in the world. So it really means a lot to us. We see it on a daily basis.
Your wife is a modern day superhero, bro.
Bro, that's what she does. That's what she does. Behind the computer, behind the scenes superhero. That's what she does. Working with doctors just to create plans to help patients get better, man. And she deals with it every day. She meets people. It's a really big deal. It really is. The research is necessary. They need to find cures. They need to find better medicine. There's a lot of stuff they're working towards in that industry.
All right, real quick, just want to remind you, Jason, throw up that the Jalen Phillips card real quick. $50. Put claim in the chat, and it's a 25 out of 25 and an error card on the back, and you send 25 to the DCC, 25 to the podcast network, and yeah, let's raise some money, man. Let's get it out there. $50. That's all yours.
Nice.
All right, Alex, man. I know you're on a time crunch. Any final stuff? How you been? I missed you, man.
I missed you too, man. I'm so happy to hear from you this morning. I'm happy I was able to jump in. So yeah, my only final thought is I'm just really looking forward to an important off season. I love I'm one of those weirdos who I enjoy the off season almost as much as I enjoy the season, right? The excitement to me that comes from the combine, free agency, and the draft. I love every second of it. And so I'm hoping the Miami Dolphins can get better next year. You know, they made the playoffs last year despite, you know, a ton of inconsistency and important injuries. So hopefully this is the year they can really put it together. Other than that, I'm doing well. I'm just staying busy, and I'm happy to see everyone in here because you guys are all grinding and doing a great job.
Nah, man, you're out here grinding. Locked On Canes, absolutely amazing. All of my college football fans. Real quick, let me just ask you, man, what's going on, man? What's up with the coaching staff right now? And
oh my God,
I know it's crazy over there at the U, bro. I don't know what I'm gonna try to bring you on in the next week or two, and we can have like a really good conversation about it. But it seems like just craziness going on at the U over there right now.
It's been nuts. I think it's finally going to quiet down a little bit because they're going to need to have the staff finished by spring football, which opens in a little over a week on March 4th. But, you know, this offseason, you know, beyond the craziness of recruiting, which keeps me very busy because I cover that closely, you know, they've had to find new defensive coordinator, new offensive coordinator, new linebackers coach, new running backs coach. The kind of the last piece to the puzzle here is a new wide receivers coach, which hopefully will be done in the next couple of days. They're interviewing today Leonard Hankerson, who coaches the receivers at San Francisco 49ers. He's a Miami alum, so it'd be great if he actually wants to take the job. I'm always skeptical about guys leaving a job in the NFL for a lateral move in college football. So we'll see if it actually happens. But it's been keeping me very busy, Steve. But hopefully in the next few days, the coaching staff is finished and we can just focus on spring football starting in about a week.
Hey, man, look, I love you, brother. I miss you. And I'm going to have you on in the next couple of weeks, and we'll talk Hurricanes and Dolphins, man. Appreciate you coming on this morning.
My pleasure. Thanks, everybody. See y'all later.
Hey, see you, Alex. Have a good one.
You too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Alex Dono.
You're right.
Bro, we out here today, boy. We out
heavy
here.
hitters.
Heavy hitters in the building. Wait till y'all see who I got coming up in about 5 minutes, man. We're gonna hang out with CB about 5 more minutes, and then, we're gonna bring on a whole new group of people, which is gonna be actually awesome, man. That was awesome there, man. TD, CB83, and Alex. Hey, nobody's claimed that Jalen Phillips 25 out of 25 card. I'll tell you what, it was at 50. Let's just move it down to 40. We'll see if we can get, because we want to get these cards out. So $40. Show the card so that way people 20 to the channel, 20 to the DCC. Let's go.
It's called a blank back. That's what it says on the rating bar. A blank back.
Make sure y'all get
it,
man. Get it, man. All right, man. Let's discuss a little bit about teams over the next couple of weeks. Some teams, Tennessee Titans, maybe even looks, like the LA Rams a little bit. Teams are starting to cut for salary cap reasons, as well as gutting because they're just restarting in general. What does that mean for teams like the Miami Dolphins? Are they on the lookout right now and just a wait and see game to see who gets cut? CB, is that a big thing? Teams are we're waiting to see who's going to be available out there in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, of course. I mean, the Miami Dolphins have built a really good team so far. So I think at this point, they're just looking for players that they can plug and play in this new system that they're implementing on defense, and also some guys that can help the offense, man. So I think this period of free agency and cuts is going to be really key. I think the best case scenario for the Dolphins would be filling all the necessary holes they need in free agency and just letting the draft be, hey, best player available, and let's get some guys who can come in and make plays for us. So I think free agency is going to be really big for the Dolphins, and getting some veterans in here that could help move this team along, get us over that hump, over that playoff hump of winning some games, and making a run at the Super Bowl, man. We need it.
Jason, man, do you agree? I mean, this is that weird time of year, right? Like it's March, it's about to be March, the season has changed so much. It's a 12-month season now, where back in the day it was this is all quiet until the draft, and then after the draft, things start heating up. But now teams are plotting and scheming on February 24th about how can I make my salary cap better? How can I improve to go after the guys I want? Bobby Wagner got released and already in February, and I'm very surprised that certain teams are like, if by March 1st, if hey, Big Dougie B got the Jalen Phillips. Shout out to Big Dougie B. Love it. Love it, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. What about these teams? It being a 12-month process now, and teams at the end of February are scheming for the whole year. I mean, how do you? It's a totally different game now, right?
Well, for us fans, it's great because it creates basically a non-off season, just the non-hitting portion of the season.
Business.
It's the business. I love it. I mean, I love looking at. I guess what we're going to find out is the scrap heap of guys that join, Wagner on the employment line in the NFL. So when a player becomes available, they are added to the market. Obviously, they could be intriguing for the Dolphins at certain areas in need. So it will be a lot of fun at that section of the season coming up to see who's on the market, mixed with the free agents available, mixed with the scouting combine research and all their due diligence there, mixed with the Dolphins' ability to work with Chris Greer and Brandon Shore to extend Christian Wilkins, extend Zach Sealer, maybe ask Xavier Howard for a pay cut. You could really come up with maybe $15-20 million before you even say goodbye to Byron Jones, who I've eliminated in my mind from all things Dolphins for the rest of the season.
There's no way that Byron comes back. Like Fangio doesn't he? Do you think Fangio has a conversation with him?
In a word, no.
You're on the boat with that, right, CB?
Yeah, I'm on the boat with it now. I don't know what the situation was last year. I don't know if it was a coaching thing, a personnel, a contract thing, but just imagine if they could figure it out and get him on the field and get him healthy and get him playing. I think that's the best case scenario for the Dolphins. I think he's a really good corner. I think he'd play well in the system. I just think last year is really a bitter spot for us. And I can understand us moving off of it. I mean, I really can. It just really would be a good scenario if we were able to keep him in the building and him take lesser money or figure the money situation out where it's not hitting us over the head.
Hey, man, look, I definitely see, man. Are you going on tonight, man?
Possibly, man. I'm just Steven. My son has a flag football tournament this weekend. My wife is leaving town tomorrow. I'm gonna have the kids
off season. I'm not as all right. We gotta make sure we're getting there. I get take the night. Hey, your boss is telling you take the night off, CB. Okay, just relax, man. Just relax.
Pulling the boss move. I like it. I like it.
Take the night off, my guy.
Oh relax. My. Hey, I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Hey, man, look, what you have done for this channel is absolutely amazing. You have great numbers, and not only great numbers, you're a great guy, and I love having you a part of the family, man. And
love being a part of the family, man. It's all love over here, man. Always.
It is, man. I'm excited. Hey, brother. Next week, though, Friday, ladies and gentlemen, Friday night.
Let's do it.
With CB83. It'll be good stuff. You hang out with him. Get your alcoholic beverages that you see in the back there. Have a drink with CB83, man.
We definitely gonna toast. Have a good little nightcap. Have a good time. Little grown up stuff, I
need you to come in like the
little
robe.
razzle dazzle.
I need you to come in like the robe and the DWA shorts.
That's my man Shake.
And
I do need some DWA.
Joe really got it like that.
I do need some DWA shorts though. What's up with that? I do need some DWA shorts.
You know what? I got you, man. I know a guy. CB83.
There we go.
But I know a guy. All right.
Hey, it'll go well with the Tua Leroy, man. It'll go well with the Tua Leroy shirt, man.
I love you, brother. Keep it up, man. Keep doing your thing, man.
You guys be good, man. Great talking, Jason. Great talking, Steven. Love you guys. Be good.
Love you guys. Be good, man. All right. Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show. Clock Blockers right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. Don't go anywhere. We got another big hour lined up for y'all. Another one.
Like
Man,
the
we
Yankee lineup.
got some of the Phins tailgate crew coming up. We got Big E coming up later on, and the Honorable SoLo D will be hanging out with us for a little bit. And maybe right at the end of the show, if I can work it, and I don't know yet, maybe the Godfather, Mark Angelo, former NFL Fan of the Year too.
Wow.
No, I don't know yet. I don't know. I'm just waiting to see. Just waiting to see. Hey, Big Dougie B, you did that 44, that Jalen Phillips card. Just want to make sure.
He's in.
Yep, he's got it. We're good.
Yep.
Awesome.
We are
He sent
good.
it
Thank
here.
you.
All right.
Big Dougie
What's
B.
the next card, Jason? What's the next card we got, man? Let's keep them coming.
Let's keep them coming.
We need a big card, Jason. We need a big one. People that are going to get excited for.
We're gonna have to go up the ladder here. This might be a 3-digiter.
Okay. A 3-digit. Ooh. All right. All right.
And this one, you know me with numbers, right?
Yep.
So not only is it an autographed Jalen Waddle rookie,
Jalen Waddle rookie autographed.
This is a great set too. It's the Prism Contenders Optic. So it's a great card. It is numbered. Now I'm going to say what it's numbered, the number of the card and what it's numbered to, and you guys tell me the correlation.
Okay.
It's numbered 13 out of 99.
13. My favorite number. A lot of people's favorite number. Oh, hold up. Miami fans. Hold up. Miami Fan Talk Show just said he'll do it for 150.
Done and done.
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 Done. Miami Fan Talk Show. He about it.
That was pretty much dead on.
75 to the channel, 75 to the DCC. Boy, I love raising money for a great cause this morning. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm about to do a 12-minute run in celebration. I'm so excited. In preparation for my 5K run tomorrow. This is phenomenal.
Shout out to Miami Fan Talk Show. Thank you, man.
Great.
Love it.
Fan, you are the best.
You are, man. There is definitely no denying that. Love it, man. Love it.
Dual purchase by Miami. That's a dual purchase. So
love it.
You're the best.
Should we do another one real quick? Let's go. Let's couple it up. We got about five minutes before. Well, actually, somebody's supposed to be on now.
We don't have anyone in the room.
Yeah, somebody's supposed to be on now. I don't know where he's at.
All right. I got you.
I'm just waiting for him to come on.
Another blank back. So no one knows who it is. It's a blank back. It's another PSA 9.
All right, hold on. Let me put you on the big screen. There we go. Go ahead. Why I'm texting this person.
Oh, wow.
Go ahead.
Okay. So we got another blank back. So it's the same set from that Jalen Phillips. It's called a Panini Classics.
Okay.
It's a guy most people know. It's numbered 4 out of 25. Dan Marino. And
what is this going for? What is the claim on this?
You know what? We're going to do the same thing as the JP. We'll do 40. It's not a rookie. It's not an autograph, but it's a fun Marino error card. I guess you can call it
an error card.
It's a forced blank back error card. So yeah. So we'll do that.
What number is it?
It's numbered 4 out of 25. And so there's only 25 of the card, numbered mint 9. It's graded a 9 PSA mint. So don't know how many of those exactly are, but we'll do 40.
Miami Fan Talk Show said drop the link again for your DCC so he can donate his 75 to that. Let's go. Love it.
Great.
So by the way, that Dan Marino card's 40, which means 20 would go to the channel, 20 would go to the DCC.
Correct.
Raising
some great money
today, baby. We got more Waddles. They're coming. They're coming, baby. All right.
Get into the fun too as yet.
You got to say claim 40. That's what you got to put in the chat. Claim 40.
And put it all in caps just so I see it. So that would be easy. We're at 590 prior to the latest card for the Marino. So this is great. We're going to pump up over 600. And again, here's the Marino.
Hey, William Perry said with his $2 donation, he said, what exactly is happening today? All right, well, let me hit the reset button.
Yeah.
And then we'll get into more Dolphins talk. This weekend is the Dolphins Cancer Challenge in South Florida. And, Jason is actually getting on a flight this afternoon to go down. He's got his own team. He's riding in the Dolphins Cancer Challenge. Riding or walking? I don't know which one you're doing.
I'm going to walk. I'm going to do
You're walking in the Dolphins Cancer Challenge. And so he's walking in the Dolphins Cancer Challenge, as a lot of people are. And so Jason said, hey, look, let's let today, since the Dolphins Cancer Challenge is this weekend, raise some money for the DCC and the channel. And we'll do these cards. So as often as we can, we're putting cards up. Jason, from his own collection, cards that he bought from his own collection, he is saying, let's let this money go to a good cause and raise some money for the channel, which is absolutely amazing. And the other good thing, that might help if he had, I forgot to send him the link. That's probably why he's not up here. So that's what we're doing. And so 50% goes towards the channel and 50% goes towards the DCC. But we're also bringing in special guests all morning. So far, we've had TD Phins talk. We've had Alex Dono. We've had CB83. Am I missing anybody? Did I forget anybody else? I think that's all we've had this morning. But we have a whole bunch of other people in the works, which I am super excited about too. So it should be good. And I'm excited about being excited, as this guy would once say. All right. Shout out to Mr. Miami Fan Talk Show. He's killing it today. The goal is to try to raise the most money for the channel we've ever made. And
we are at 665. We've been crushing it.
We want to get to 1,000 in donations today. So we got $400 more to go. So we have more cards. We have more time. We have more special guests. We're going to keep them coming. Right now, the card that's up there is what? Show the people.
The Dan Marino blank bag. I don't think did anyone claim it yet? Or
Nobody's claimed it at 40. Okay. So 40. It's $40. You put in the chat, claim 40. You send 20 to the channel, 20 towards the DCC link. Boom. And that's how it works. All right.
Exactly right.
All right. And once that person claims that, we'll go to another card and we'll keep it moving.
You know it.
All right, man. Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami Fan Morning Show. We're about to bring up a awesome guy. I'm just waiting for him to get into the back room here. He should be on here any moment. And we're going to talk Dolphins. I think the one thing that always I find awesome about the fan base is the different sides and the different takes that people have. And Jason, you write, on a regular basis about the Dolphins. Do you get a lot of fan reaction when you write stuff? Am I allowed to say you write for the AP? You write for the AP, right? If I wasn't, I just did. It doesn't matter.
Today, Dolphin Wire. Sometimes I get lucky enough; it gets picked up on a wire, and it'll end up somewhere else. So. Yeah, I get a lot of comments and Facebook, you throw it up on
there we go. Bip Bop claimed it.
Oh, wow. Bip Bop, another secondary donation.
Bip Bop beats you, William. We got more cards, William. Don't worry. Look, we're getting it.
It's a really great question that you and it's a fun topic to talk about, Steven, that you just said, because sometimes there's different kind of pieces. There's a game wrap up where you're just writing about a game wrap up, right? Mm-hmm. And then there's pieces that can be a little bit more like opinionated, and usually it's those opinionated pieces, or it's who you think the running back's going to be, or who you think that can get you where the fans have their own thoughts and their own debates. And what I say is, I don't care what your thought process is in terms of your stance, your debate. If you do so respectfully, I'm all for it. So if I say I think the most important thing is this, and someone says, respectfully, I think we're okay there, I would rather focus there. I love that debate. So I do look for the comments because I feel like content creators all like to see what's being said. Yeah. But this fan base, sometimes you got to know when to comment and when to not. And that's what I'm kind of seeing these days. This morning, I saw someone say a comment or immediately correlated it to Tua, and it had nothing to do with Tua. So to me, there was no need to comment about it. So yes,
I always comments. And Mr. Finisher said, "Do I prefer Cash App or Super Chat?" So for the donations toward the channel, Less fees are taken out on Cash App or PayPal, but any way is easier for you, I'm good with. So however you decide to do it, I'm all about it. All right.
What do we have from Mr. Finn?
Well, he was just asking. So right now, BitBop claimed the Merino card.
Right. BitBop's got the Merino.
Yep. So as soon as he sends all that in, we'll go to the next card.
Got it.
But in the meantime, let me bring on. This man has his own platform. It's absolutely amazing. He's got a lot of amazing people on it. We love him. He's awesome. We joke around all the time, and I love talking with him on a regular basis. Ladies and gentlemen, El Capitan from the Phins tailgate is in the building. What's up, El Cap?
What up? What's going on, Sarney?
What's going on, man?
What's going on, man? How are you?
Oh, just on the lunch break at the work, squeezing in the show and the time for you.
Hey, man, I might have another Phins tailgate guy getting up here with you here in a minute. But first of all, before we get into anything with Dolphins talk, look, cancer reaches out to a lot of different individuals in many different ways, and unfortunately, it's a thing that sucks. How has cancer affected your life or family in any way, shape, or form? And the Dolphins Cancer Challenge, how awesome is that for them to try to find a cure for this thing?
So, personally, I think everyone gets touched by cancer at some point. It's a sad fact that's just how it is. I lost both my grandfathers within 2 months, both to cancer, different types, and then lost my grandmother 10 months after. So cancer, again, it's terrible, and it's such a way that it affects all of us. It's, it was hard for my mom, especially when my grandmother passed, which was her mom. It was extremely hard for her. And it, still to this day, her life was cut short. She had a long bout with cancer on my grandmother, and she beat it. And then it came back, and she was going to start treatment again, and she just didn't wake up one day. So it's a sad thing. I mean, look, I think we all understand how volatile life is because of cancer keeping us in check when it comes to that. We get caught up in all the personal things or just fun stuff, and then you forget, and the financial draining, the medical stuff, the emotional draining with dealing with it, whether it's immediate family or someone a little removed. You have friends. I mean, it would be great to have a cure one day. I just feel like as long as and the DCC, even though it's about finding a cure, they also do a lot of treatment and helping people pay for those medical bills. That can destroy a family just as much. My producer's cousin got cancer, and he had a miraculous miracle happen where they checked him and he now is in remission, but it has taken an absolute toll financially on him, and he's about to lose his music shop in Brooklyn, which is something we've been trying to get a GoFundMe, well, we have one, but we're trying to get that going too. And again, like I said, it's a terrible thing, but it's something we all deal with, really.
Look, man, I appreciate you sharing your story. I'm sorry you had to deal with all that. And you're right. I think everybody's got a story. I would say 9.9 out of every 10 people have a story like that where cancer's directly affected a loved one or somebody like that. And I've had people ask me, why do you always talk about the DCC? Look, we're Dolphins fans. The Dolphins Cancer Challenge, what they've done for cancer research and for people that are dealing with it and families that are dealing with it, are unbelievable because it allows people to walk in and not have to worry about the cost to be able to do stuff. And I think that's such a big thing. And so that's a big reason why I'm a big fan of the DCC. And I've raised, a lot of money for that, or at least talked about it a lot on my platform. And that's why I was excited about today. Jason's flying down. I wish I was flying down, man. I wish I was going to hang out with y'all and do this. And I think it's something that, I definitely want to do next year. But, man, it's so awesome to to hear you talk about that. And because look, you and I, we run platforms. We have fans of my platform. We have fans of your platform that are on the channel. But what they don't know is that we're real live human beings and we deal with everyday stuff, right? And so, it's good to hear the human side of things, which I love.
It is. You keep it in perspective, listen, we all come up and do the nonsense stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's a great break of reality. But sometimes having the hard conversation is something that needs to be had. And I don't think any of us shy away from that as far as taking the digital reality, which, let's be real, it's not reality, and then making sure that we have a grounded sense of purpose in the real life issues. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's all we can do, man. That's all we can.
All right. Well, let's shift gears real quick because the Marino card's gone now. El Capitan, real quick, so we can do the next card and then we can get into the conversation. Who's your favorite player right now, El Capitan, on the Dolphins roster? See if we got his card.
It's I would say Jalen Phillips personally, but I know that that's already been said a couple of times.
Yeah.
So I will shift gears. And I will give me a quick second.
I'm putting him on the spot.
Yeah, because I want to say Jalen Phillips, and if it was a pick, that's how I would go. But all right, let's go Zach Sealer. Let's go the unsung.
You have a Zach Sealer card?
I wish. Now they don't make cards for every player. Usually it's like 4 or 5. We're looking at tours. We're looking at Waddles. Maybe a sprinkle of Easy E, Eric Ezukama, because the rookie class, has some good cards there.
Hey, let's do it.
Javon Hollins.
We haven't done a Javon Holland yet. Let's do a Javon Holland.
You know what? Put a pin on the Holland. I'm looking for that, but God, I did have a all right. Listen, we got to take care of every portion of the fan base today, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. This is a cool one. This is not a current player, but it is someone who lives in Perfectville.
Oh.
And it's autographed.
Oh.
And it's numbered.
Oh.
And it's the last of the numbered in the series. It's numbered 199 out of 199.
That's a big deal.
Who's the mayor of Perfectville? Who's the guy that talks the most about 72?
Larry Zonka.
No. Oh my God, I'm losing.
Come on, Al Capitan.
The running back. What's his name?
Mercury Morris.
Boom.
Thank you, Morris.
Woo!
Mercury Morris. This is
Mercury Morris. What kind of card is that?
It's a 2022 Absolute Football. This is like one of those cards where you open up, they only have like 2 autographs in it. You know what I mean? And this is like one of the premium hits. And it's a Mercury Morris 199 to 199. So it is the last in this print.
That's a 3-digit card. I don't know what.
1,000%. We'll set it at 100. And to be honest with you, I want to set a timer for this. So if there's an auction component to this.
You want to do an auction component to this?
We could. If anyone wants to. There it is. I was going to say, if anyone's going to claim, Finn Daddy claimed it at 100.
All right. So let's do it like this. Let's get to the with this one. And I know Finn. I don't think Big Dougie B is going to be upset. We'll do the highest, and we'll do 5 minutes. So it's 11:20 now. I have El Capitan till 11:30, I think, right? And then and so we have him 10 more minutes. So we'll do 5 minutes of that. So we'll do Big Dougie B's got the highest donation right now at 100. Yeah. And he can keep on adding to that, right? So if somebody comes in and adds 110, Big Dougie B can add 20 more and it'll go in concurrent, with that. Okay. So let's go. That's what we'll do. Yeah. Big Dougie B right now with the highest donation, 5 minutes. And in 5 minutes, we'll ring the bell for the Mercury Morris card. So right now, $100 is the highest donation we have.
Iconic.
And it's number 199 out of 199.
199 and really, really good, clean autograph. A lot of these autographs, sometimes it's scribbled, but this is a good, clean autograph.
Big Dougie B said, not upset at all. Let's go. He said, bring it on.
This community
like
awesome.
it. Love it. All right. Hey, El Capitan, let's talk a little bit, man. We on our channel have discussed, a lot about free agents that are coming up. Well, what is the area of need that you think the Dolphins need to address in the offseason? And is there anybody in particular that you'd like to see the Dolphins go after?
And I've heard some of the guys, and I like a lot of that, of what they're saying. As far as free agency goes, I'm not interested in a big bank free agent guy. I think the Dolphins kind of agree with this. I think they like the way the team is currently constructed. I would put an emphasis on making sure to bring Nick Needham back to this defense for his multiplicity and what he can do, playing the jack role, playing the money backer, being in rotation, giving that look of a guy like Nick Needham on the back end where you're looking at it going, well, there's 3 safeties. And then after post snap, there's only 1 safety and both guys are down in the box playing man-to-man coverage. Whether it's Javon and Needham that move up and Jones goes in the back or something like that. And I think when I think of Fangio and what he's done to the NFL and how he gives pre and post snap looks and how he works with the players he's got, I think he would agree that a guy like Nick Needham or a type like that, I'm not interested in going and getting free agents. I know everyone's all, let's go get Ramsey and stuff like that. I don't think Ramsey's the kind of guy who's taking $1 less than what he believes he's worth. I'm not interested in paying another guy that much money. This team obviously isn't interested in it. I think they've put an emphasis on their front end, which, as we've heard, that they're going to re-extend Zach Sealer, which I think is a great idea.
Well, Rosenhaus is definitely going to ask for it, whether the Dolphins do it or not. I guess that's to be seen, right?
I think the Dolphins will be fools not to re-extend
jump in. I think that with Fangio, I think he's going to need to emphasize, look, we're going to flip to stopping the run and having the front 7 that's going to be one of the best in the leagues. And to do that, you got to get Wilkins and Sealer continuity for 4 or 5 years together.
So now I will push back on that. I think Wilkins is expendable. And I know people don't agree with that because of the career he's had and how he's always gotten better. But I don't think they can allocate the type of funds on their D-line for a guy like Wilkins who's going to make $90 million guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that, not that Wilkins won't be worth the money he's paid. I just don't know if it's going to benefit the overall defense.
You're worried about, okay, now we have, 4 or 5 players, maybe even 6 players with 20 or 30 million or more a year. Tyreek Hill.
It's a D-line in the league, if you want to be real, between paying Agba, paying Chubb, now paying Wilkins, re-signing Sealer. We're going to have the most expensive D-line in the league. And I'll be honest, it's not a D-line that I feel is awarded that type of money. It's not like they have the most sacks in the league or anything like that.
You know what? You have a point you definitely have a point. I'm going to give that to you. I will award you a point for that because you haven't seen, the sacks up there. I think fans look, Josh Allen's not a huge fan of our defensive line. I think that's known, but it's not like, it's not, we can go back to last year, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, who else ran all up and down? Justin Fields. They all ran up and down. Those quarterbacks ran up and down our throat. Now we could say, okay, look, linebackers are part of the cause for that, but you're right. We're spending that type of money on the defensive front. We shouldn't have that many games of people running at us like that. I agree with you, Cap.
To me, if I was going to prioritize what I think they should do financially for the defense, I would prioritize signing Nick Needham and using him in the jack role, and I would prioritize getting a
extension on
Sealer, and I would prioritize reworking my linebacker room with keeping, maybe like Duke Riley because I think he's going to be cheap, and certainly keeping Baker because I believe Baker does everything well. He doesn't do anything great, but does everything well, and that guy. So can build around that.
You can have Wilkins, I think, on your team for 2 more years. Am I right?
You can franchise tag him 2 times.
Well, he's got the 1 more year, and you could either extend.
He's got the 1 more year on his contract, and then you can franchise tag him after that.
Yeah, they've already picked up the 5th year, so we're gonna have him. personally, I say sell high. I would go for the bag for Wilkins, and someone will give it to you. A team that needs help on a defensive line, whether they're young and aging out, would pay big money and big picks for a guy like Wilkins. And I think that that's very enticing for this team currently constructed. Because to me, and I heard CB83 say something about getting a little bit more experience in the back end. I like my DBs to be young because I like them to be fast. You know, older guys, yeah, they might be a little bit more savvy, but they lose the step.
I'll say this for CB though. If you can, if Jalen's willing, and now, you know, I know that some people are saying no way Jalen's going to come here and take a pay cut. I get that. I understand that, but I don't know. Cameron and I had this argument on Thursday. Cameron is fully, you know, says no players taking a pay cut to come down here and play. I think players will take a pay cut to come down here and play. And if players are willing to take significant pay cuts to play, which I think, look, Jalen Ramsey, to CB's point, got paid. He's been paid in his career. He wants to win a Super Bowl, another Super Bowl.
He's got one more bag coming to him. I think maybe if we're talking about like Marcus Peters, then all right, I can see that guy coming in on a shorter deal, cheaper, and being the old head in the room. Again, nothing against Ramsey. I think he's tight. If we were running a Flores defense, I would say, okay, all in, go get him. Because I believe that that's the type of guy that makes or breaks a Flores defense. For Fangio, I don't believe that that's the case.
Hey, Cap, I got one of your brethren in here. Good friend of mine. I love him. Lewis is in the building. What's up, Lewis?
What up, Lou?
What is going on, fellas? What's up, Jason?
I wanted to have the Phins tailgate crew, a couple of you guys up here. You only got a couple more minutes because I got some other people coming in at 11:30. But Lewis came in late, always late. Lewis, just always late. Lewis, quick, man. What we're sitting here talking about priorities that the Dolphins need to assume for next season, and 30 seconds or less. Where do you think the Dolphins need to obviously put their focus towards in the offseason here?
Well, in free agency, I'm going middle linebacker, and I'm kind of going Tremaine Edmonds. If he's escaping Buffalo, or if I can get him out of Buffalo, that's the move I make. I'm weakening a division rival. He's 25 years old, 6'5", 250, goes sideline to sideline. And if you look at what he graded out this year in pass coverage and against the run, he graded out very well. That's the move I'm making. I also like Jesse Bates. I'm looking at safety out of Cincinnati.
I love Jesse Bates. Love Jesse Bates.
Yeah. And for me, I don't think we're that far away. I'm not going to trust drafting players and trying to implement them in. I think we have a bunch of young talent. Jesse Bates is young, but he's also a veteran. Edmonds is young, but a veteran. I think those are the moves you kind of make, and we see if we can win a Super Bowl, man. This is our run. So I'm willing to spend the money.
Shout out to Lewis. I like it. I like it, man.
Paying guys that young with that kind of experience, those are moves I can always get behind.
Hey, guys, Lewis, I wish I could have had you up here for longer, but hey, Cap, shout out the Phins tailgate. Tell people what you're about and where they can find you at, man.
So, yeah, on the Phins tailgate, 2 words for tailgate, not one. You know, me and the boys, usually in the late night, you know, getting into the nonsense. It goes off the rails, but there's a place for it in the community.
There is.
Don't take yourself too seriously, and you'll have a great time. If you try to take it too seriously, and if you're looking for, to stand on your own feet with an argumentative point, and don't want to have the flexibility, you probably won't enjoy yourself so much. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, loving, accepting, and there's always a place and a home for you guys all over this community, as you guys can see. So, hey,
Lewis, Cap, I love you both. Thank you so much for coming on, gentlemen. And guys, go check them out, the Phins tailgate over on YouTube. Love you guys. Be good.
Later.
Hello, guys.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen. Real quick, just to finish off before we bring in the next guest, we'll bring you on in about a minute. Give us a minute. We had Big Dougie B. Big Dougie B, nobody else topped his $100 donation for the Mercury Morris card. Put up the Mercury Morris card. So that goes to Big Dougie B.
Sweet.
Big Dougie B's getting that. Big Dougie B, you got 5 minutes to claim that. Send $50 to the channel, $50 to the DCC link for Jason that you see there. There we go. I love it, man. I love it.
We're closing in on 800 towards 1,000.
We're gonna get that 1,000 today. I know we're gonna get to 1,000.
They're all amazing.
All right. So what's the next card, real quick, before we bring on the next guest, man? It needs to be a big one. We need another big one.
I know it's gotta be a big one. You know what? One of the best things I love about this next guest is the inclusive aspect of what he does.
Mm-hmm.
And not only does he do phenomenal community outreach, phenomenal person, but one of the favorite things of mine that he's ever done was the night before Tua got his start, he put together an amazing video that went viral about many people putting a rendition together of the night before Christmas. So with that said, we're going to do it, Tua. Introduce our dude.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Big E. What's up, Big E? What's going on, baby?
Guys? Good afternoon.
How are you?
Good morning, I guess so. You caught me at the office. I'm looking all smart with my glasses on, like I know what I'm talking about, like I know what I'm doing. But Jason, I started getting some tears in my eyes, honestly, because I remember doing that, and I remember putting that together. I remember at that time too, we're all stuck at home with the pandemic, trying to figure out how to stay engaged, and I it just came to me one night to write a poem, and then it came to me the next night like, I shouldn't be the only one reading this thing. I need to get everybody involved, and you were in
next
it.
Time you got that wild hair, let me know. I want in on it next time.
No, definitely. You know, and the thing is that it's hard for me to play that video now because Brian, who is very close to our heart, he was in that video as well, and it always brings back really fond memories of him. But it makes me a little sad too, you know, because he had a part in it as well, and. But you know, it was a great video at the time, and also we were talking about Brian Flores at the time. Well, that ship has sailed.
That ship has sailed.
You know?
But Tua is still here.
Real quick, Jason, show us that Tua card, and what's the number that people? What's the number for the donation for people to claim that thing? Show us the card real quick.
This is a Tua rated rookie card, Gem
10. PSA Gem 10 Tua rookie card. How much do you want to do that for the people in the chat? What do they need to claim for that?
Let's come up with a fun number here. It's not numbered and it's not an autograph.
But it is a PSA 10.
It is a PSA 10. I don't know if we want to. I'll tell you what. We could do an auction here, and we could start it with a 60, and then we'll put the 5 minutes up, and we'll see what we do. What do you think, Big E?
That is a great idea, and thank you for having me on for the Tua card. You know,
of course.
I love the kid. I only want to see, you know, him to continue to grow and continue to stay healthy. That's going to be the big key. But I think it's a great card. And Jason, I love that you're still working with the cards, man. Every time I go by like a box of cards, I'm thinking of Jason, and because I have some cards that I won from a raffle from you. I want to say it was a year ago or 2 years ago.
Greasy card, I think, if I don't remember correctly, right? Or Greasy card, Greasy Rook.
I think
Marino.
I think it was Greasy Rook, and I also have my
Marino.
Sent me a 2-1. Yeah, and I have a Marino one too.
Sweet.
Well, so.
All right, so just to reiterate, we're going to start the bid at 60, and it'll be till Big E gets off here. So that's what we'll do. We'll go as long as Big E's on with us. We'll start the bid at 60, and we'll see how high we can get this thing. All right, so 60, we'll see how high we can get it, and then when Big E gets off, whoever had the most, we'll get it. 50 towards the channel, 50 towards the DCC. Mr. Finisher right now has 60, so let's keep it moving. There we go. We got 60 already on the board. Let's see if somebody else beats that. Big E, man, let's get right into it. DCC's big. You've done it the last couple of years. Explain what the DCC is to you, and you know what you've done for it, man. Or how you've been associated with it over the last couple of years.
Yeah, so Dolphins. It's interesting because when the DCC first came out, it'll now be 13 years ago. It was originally called the Dolphins Cycle Challenge, and it was in honor of Jim Mad Dog Mandich, because he was still around when it first started.
Correct.
And there were over 300 people that were involved in the first cycling challenge, and you know it has evolved to becoming actually the largest fundraising event in the National Football League to this year, where we started off with a little over 300 people 13 years ago. They're expecting over 5,000 participants there tomorrow. And they have the event has evolved, because originally, when it was only for people riding bikes, I couldn't have done it. I'm not a bike rider. I'll ride maybe 3 miles here and there, but like, I don't ride around my house or anything like that. So they incorporated a 5K walk. So you can walk for 5Ks or you can ride. And I think the shortest distance you can ride is 15 miles. And then there's a 55-mile ride as well. And then there's also a 100-mile ride. And I applaud everyone who's able to ride those long distances, because that is, they're starting, I think they have to be there at 4:30 in the morning for the 100-mile ride. And everything's a little bit later than that, because what they're trying to do is to get everyone back at around the same time to be able to enjoy the festivities. And they really have made this an event for anyone who can participate. And they give food, they give drinks, they give raffles, they got entertainment. If you raise over $3,000, you become what's called a heavy hitter, and you get a special access to this air-conditioned tent, which, just to be air-conditioned, I think is something special. After walking or riding, you love that. And then, they feed you, and usually that's where you'll see, the alumni will be there. You'll see some of the existing players that are involved. But I think the biggest thing is that 100% of the funds that are raised are going directly to the Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center in South Florida. And I say South Florida because it's housed out of Miami, but they have multiple locations. And the great thing is, and this was something I did not know for sure until I was informed of this recently. The Miami Dolphins organization actually is paying for everything else. So it's paying for the event itself, it's paying for the staff, everything else. So that means when funds are donated to Dolphins Challenge Cancer, the money is going directly to the Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center, which for me, the reason why I got involved was because my mom was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer almost 5 years ago. And, she was fighting it, and she was able to take medication. Unfortunately, we lost Mom a couple of weeks ago, but I was
sorry for your loss, man. I know.
And no thing, and the thing is that I am thankful and grateful that we had her for the extra couple of years that we did, because cancer, if you were found to have cancer 15, 20 years ago, you may not have had the opportunity to live 4 or 5 years longer. So so I'm walking in honor, in memory of my mom, but I'm also walking in honor, in memory of everyone else. Because I know you guys, you probably know someone, you have a family member, you have a close friend, that's been affected by cancer in some way. So I'm walking for everyone, but first and foremost, in memory of my mom.
Jason, you want to go?
My condolences, Ian, and I'm so sorry. And of course, this is something that is close to a lot of people's hearts. And, hopefully you guys are, doing as well as you can. But I know that, as strong as you are, you're channeling all that tomorrow. And it's a testament to the strength that you have in your mom, and to walk in her honor is really phenomenal. So I commend you and applaud you, and send condolences from my family to you.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you.
Hey, man, to kind of switch gears just a little bit. You are a former NFL Fan of the Year, and we just had our very good friend, one of my best friends, Dolph Freaky, Allie Goodman, be up for Fan of the Year. She just went through her whole experience at the Super Bowl and NFL honors. What was that kind of like, living vicariously through her again, and did it bring back any memories for you?
You know what? It brought back such great memories. And kind of what I did too is I kind of stayed quiet for a couple of days, because I wanted her to get all the attention that she deserved, because we were all living vicariously through Allie while she was up there going through it. And I was rooting, like I was thinking to myself, we were so close to being the NFL Fan of the Year. I think I got to top 3 when I was there. And then I mean, she must have gotten tens,
She had to be
maybe
top three.
hundreds of
There's
thousands.
no
of votes.
way. Yeah.
So they must have, and I didn't see the rules behind this, but there must have been voting was one piece to it, and then there was something else that was also part of the deciding factor. I thought for sure she was going to win it all, and I was hoping that she was, but it was great to see her enjoy the time. It was great to see her interact with the other fans of the year, but it was great to see her get to this point, because all of the things that she has done within the Dolphins community, within the nonprofit community up to this point too, was just so much fun to watch. And I know, the thing is that you said former fan of the year. We are fans of the year now forever. I'm sorry. It's a matter of the year, right? So
that's right.
Allie is always going to be a Miami Dolphins fan of the year. Mark Angelo, always going to be a Miami Dolphins fan of the year. And I'm proud to be part of that group. And and I know I'm going to see Allie. I think I'm going to see Allie tonight. I think we're bowling tonight together. And
I texted her this morning to see if she could come on. She's working, so
okay.
I know that she wasn't able to come on today, but she sends her loves and her regards to everybody. But yeah, man, she's awesome, absolutely amazing.
I love her, and I love the fact I love her in a friendship way. Let me be very clear in case my wife happens to be watching. And I love Jared, her husband, as well. So let me get
all freaky security in the building.
My wife the other day,
Jared.
she was like, do you know Allie's husband? I said, yeah. I said, Jared and my wife have a lot in common, in the point where they support us. They support us in what we do with the fandom, and sometimes my wife calls it a craziness. Or sometimes
it's definitely a craziness.
When she's mad at me, she might call it a sickness, but we're all a little Dolphin crazy here. But she's not a diehard. My wife is not a diehard Dolphins fan, and she'll be the first to admit it, but she says she is a diehard Ian fan. And talking to Jared, Jared doesn't really watch the games as intently as Allie does. And I said, my wife and Jared would probably get along so amazingly, because they do the same thing. They're supportive of us with what we do, which is an awful lot. So, I give Jared the credit, and I give my wife a lot of credit for that too.
Dude, that's so awesome to hear, by the way. And let me tell you, I've been, I've had multiple conversations with Jared and a lot of super fans as significant others. And they're like, yeah, this is definitely, and look, my wife's a part of that too, obviously. Right. So I'm not a super fan, but obviously, just being involved in the community, it brings so much out of you. Good and bad, because there's times we're just like, I'm exhausted, man. I am so whew.
I actually say this, and I'm happy that my wife is not as diehard as I am, because think of all of the losing seasons that we've had, and we've been married now 20 years. Through all the losing seasons that we have, I don't know if we'd be getting along as well as we do right now, just because, if we were, because honestly, and I know you guys do this too, after a loss, it's emotionally
don't talk to me for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Draining.
My wife knows we can watch football the rest of the day if the Dolphins win. If the Dolphins lose, I'm going in my room for 2 hours, and football better not be on when I come out of the room.
Pretty much.
And that's it. Yeah. Aren't you glad your wife doesn't do that same thing? Because you guys would be, it's like,
what are you doing? Why are you acting like this?
Exactly.
All right. Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show. Jason, I think we're going to have to go ahead and give it to Mr. Finisher at $60. He won the card. Mr. Finisher, donate 30 to the channel, donate 30 to the DCC link, and we'll get you that Tua card. Big E, man, are you going to be doing stuff on social media this weekend? Can the people follow you?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm always at Ian693. Also Facebook, my name, Ian Berger. I actually started an Instagram account, so I try and mimic what I put on Facebook on Instagram under the same name, Ian Berger. But I'm going to try and document the DCC walk and all of the interactions that we have. I know Mark Angelo is also flying in for this as well.
I'm hoping to get him on at noon. I'm trying to get him on right at noon. So hopefully,
he calls me if he ever calls me. He's like, Fody, he calls me Fody for fan of the year, FOTY. So I'm hoping to see the Fody. I'm hoping to see Allie, and hopefully we can get a bunch of pictures and videos and just kind of share with everyone who's not able to go, what that looks like and what that feels like. So I'm excited. I'm more excited about what we are getting from a result standpoint, because I think their goal was to raise 10 million this year. And last I checked, they were up over 6 million with a lot of funds coming in. Yeah. So that's first and foremost. But secondly, I'm excited to see everybody. I think it's going to be a great event to share. And, and I know we'll a lot of folks will be probably talking about my mom and love to talk about how she was so proud of what I did with the DCC. It was definitely a highlight for her to see what we were doing.
Big E, man, thank you so much for coming on. Love you, brother. Be good.
Thank you, guys.
All righty. That was awesome. I love doing this show today. We got a big special guest coming up here in a second. Jason, what's the next card that we're going to try to give away? Yeah, Mr. Finisher, you want it for real, $60. Send 30 to the channel, 30 to the DCC link. What's the next card that we are going to – how far are we away once he sends that 30 in, by the way? Are we from your goal?
We're close. We'll be at 800. We'll be at 795. So we'll essentially be at 800.
We'll be $200 away from the goal for the day. So we want to try to get 3 or 4 cards in at the last second here, and the last part of the show. We'll have to see. Mark says he's in a Jeep doing. I'm not going to say the speed limit he is, but he said he might not be able to come on. Shout out to Mark, by the way. All right, what's the next card? Give us the next card real quick before we bring on the next guest.
We're going to do another Jalen Waddle PSA 10 card, and this is one of those fun cards. It's a Prism Black.
PSA 10, Jalen Waddle. Is it a rookie or just a second-year card?
It's a rookie. It's a rookie.
A rookie card. Jalen Waddle rookie card, PSA 10. What do you want this to go for?
Seen him around like 50-ish. If you want to start it there, and we'll see if you want to.
Well, no, we'll just do 50. First person to claim 50 gets the card. 25 to the channel, 25 to the DCC. Let's get them in. We're going to get a whole bunch of cards here at the end. 50 in right here at the end. We're going to get this thing up. It's going to be awesome. 50 for the Jalen Waddle rookie card. Let's go. Say claim 50, put it in the chat, and then send 25 to the channel, 25 to the DCC. We're going to get it in. All right, we got the next guest up here while we wait for that Jalen Waddle. Once that gets in, we're going to go like hotcakes here, Jason. That's what we're going to do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the next guest we got. Look, there would be no Miami sports music without him. There would be no Dolphins with attitude without this guy. I hope he picks up his phone because I know he's working out right now, and he put the phone down, so I hope he can hear me. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable SoLo D. What's up, SoLo?
Yeah, you got an audience doing the applause now too, boy. Y'all done upgraded.
We done upgraded around here, cuz.
Hey, everybody can hear that?
Yeah, everybody can hear that. Let's go.
Solid.
Let's go, SoLo.
Look, man.
What's up, Jason? How you living, man? Steve, boy, you doing good, boy.
We out here, man. We had a great show this morning. We got a lot of Dolphin stuff going on in the community. Right. Mr. Finisher, there we go, Mr. Finisher. It's the first question I've started asking everybody is, has cancer, because most people it has cancer affected you or your family at all? And if so, what does cancer, research mean to you?
Man, everything. I don't think you'll talk to anybody who hasn't been affected in some way with their family by cancer. I lost a lot of family with cancer, actually. So yeah, man. I give this example. My uncle, like my role model. When he got diagnosed with a very, very rare cancer, and it was, a very small percentage at the time. He fought it for like 7 years to be a G. He was a soldier, but end of the day, he ended up falling to it. And one of the problems was there wasn't a lot of research on it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So
just wasn't a lot known about it at the time.
Yeah, it wasn't too much known about it. Like I know, like you have stuff like breast cancer. It's a lot of research on that. It's a lot of, and not taken away from anything. You know what I mean? But I know you have a higher probability of surviving. Those type of cancers. So the rare ones, They need research, man. And then I watched. I wasn't really ready for this question, but I'm gonna
I
take
know
it
you
to
weren't. I
there
put you
too.
on the spot.
I know, but I'm weird. Like I was watching a commercial and learning about St. Jude's. I hope this isn't like a competition thing, but like St. Jude's Hospital, and you see those kids going through cancer and all that type of stuff, man. It's depressing, bro. You know what I mean? Like I pray I never end up in that situation, man. I pray for the people in those situations. So, man, it's crazy, man. And not only in my family, but a lot of people I know. That's one of the leading causes of death, man. So, yeah, it's huge, man. It's nothing. You can't take it for granted at all, man. So, what everything that the doctors are doing with DCC, all the people that are getting involved to
A
help
lot of
out.
people are flying down into South Florida this weekend, man. Jason's on his way in a couple of hours. He'll be there.
Man, Jason's a good man, man. How you doing, bro? I saw Jason. What was that? The Christmas game?
I always love seeing you. Always love hanging out, and yeah, I'm sure I'll see you tomorrow and through the weekend, man. Looking forward to it. Dude.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Yeah, I'm not gonna get on here and perpetrate. I'm not too heavy into it. I want to get involved. I've been telling you that all the time, Steve. I just don't know what's
SoLo and
up,
I talk about every year we're going to get more involved. We're going to get more involved, and we just get so wrapped up in doing other things and trying to grow stuff. But what's great is the community does it, right? And the people that we're,
100%. And I donated plenty of times. I donated a gang of people's stuff, and I see y'all doing something, so I definitely donate that too.
Yep. And right now, what card do we have up there, Jason? What's the card again?
The
Waddle rookie card, $50. Put claim 50 in the chat. Get a PSA 10 rookie Jalen Waddle card.
Is he doing the Waddle on it?
He's not doing the Waddle on that one.
That's my favorite track of yours is the Waddle.
Hey, people always want to ask SoLo about your music, man. What do you don't do it every week like you did for 10 plus years. It's tough. It's a grind into the studio, out of the studio, trying to come up with lyrics, trying to come up with the inspiration. Are you excited for this football season, though? I mean, are you excited to make a song for this coming up year?
You want an honest answer?
Yeah, I want an honest answer.
No, I'm not.
SoLo, I want you to be real. Fans want you to be real. They know I'm a two-and-ear and that I'm a fan. They want to hear people that might be a little bit more critical. Hey, look, hold
on. I got my Tua hoodie on. I love Tua. That's my dog, bro. I'm rooting for him all day. No. It's not about Tua. It's just off season, bro. Like I really have to be in football season to get motivated to make music.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, man. So like, I love you. I love all y'all. Y'all can get on here every day, but I don't know what the hell y'all talking about, man. Because it's no football. Like, I want to see football, bro. You know what I'm saying? I definitely get hyped up when the season comes around. But what I wanted to stress, you said I stopped making them every week. I did, but I want to make it very clear. We went 10 years straight without missing 1 week, and the 1 week I missed is when I had COVID, and it was 2000.
That's the first time you missed, and I think it was that was year 11. That was year 11.
Yeah.
10 straight years without missing a week.
Yeah,
and that was through the 1 in 15 season.
100%. Yeah. We went through all that. So no, that's a lie. 1 in 15 was like 2007, right?
Yep.
Yeah, no,
was it the year after that?
But I was in there. I wasn't making the music at that point. No, but you know what? What year? The worst year was 2011. The second year. Damn, somebody crashed on me. Hey, that's crazy, bro. It was 2011. It ain't funny. He's really on the ground, but I think he just moved. I'm not built for live TV, kid. I'm not trying to laugh at that man. He really on the ground. Stop laughing, bro. This is what I was telling you.
I can't have SoLo up here. SoLo go get me.
I don't know why he invited me on here, bro. You know I be talking crazy. But listen, 2011, we started that season off like 0-9 or something like that, or 0-7.
Yeah.
And I was still making a song every week. So yeah, man. You want this? Y'all got me. Oh, no, the machine. Now go ahead. You got it, bro. Yeah, so I love it, man. Like, I'm a Dolphins fan. I'm from Miami. We represent for the hometown, man. Like, we're not going anywhere. It's not an option. You know what I mean? That's why, and I say this every time I get on here. People got to stop arguing about who's a fan or who's not. There's no fake Dolphins fans, bro. Maybe over the last year or two, because of the high-profile names, we got a few people that came in. But anybody that's been going through stuff with the Dolphins is a real fan. Like, we got to stop that whole argument. You know what I mean? This is not the bandwagon team. Maybe now. Maybe after last year.
Solo, real quick, man. What about them Heat, boy? The Heat
Now
gonna
you
make a run
talking.
at this thing? Are they
Listen,
gonna make a run with
the
K-Love?
season. Listen. I'm praying about K-Love. I don't know about all that, but what I know about the Heat is this. Okay, I hope not. If he comes back to how he used to play, then hell yeah. But this is what I will tell you because I don't talk about the Heat. I don't discuss the Heat until after the All-Star break. I don't care about basketball
It
because
is
that's
the
the end of
All-Star.
football.
That's the
No,
All-Star
that's my
break.
point. That's my point. So now I'm about to talk about SHIT. We about to whoop everybody ass. I believe we're gonna finish in the top 5, maybe 4.
No,
And
we're gonna
whoever
be five.
and whoever we have to see in the playoffs, we smacking them, bro. It's that simple. Y'all really messed up letting Brooklyn get destroyed like that. Because now the East is back in our grasp. And I'm like, we ain't gonna talk about it. Y'all let's see right now. We gotta start this run, let them know who we are, and get it done. Like act like
Life
we
is,
went to the final, act like we were in the finals 2 years ago, act like we were in the Eastern Conference Finals last year. One shot away. You
life
know
is
what I
gonna
mean?
be absolutely amazing when Bronny James gets drafted by the Heat, and then LeBron and Bronny are on the Heat, and life's gonna be great.
Man, look, if you speak it, you can speak it. And whatever happens, we're gonna handle the business. You understand what I'm saying? Jason, I'm sure you're a 76ers fan. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
I'm
not at
not
all.
gonna
Not
lie.
even close.
Oh, you're not?
I like players. I don't even like get into a team. I used to root for the Heat, tell you the truth, when they had LeBron. I used to root for them. But I like watching ball when I can, root for players.
Jason remembers the old Knicks days with John
Tell
Starks
you the
and
truth,
and,
you're
and
gonna freak
Patrick
out.
Ewing
I
and
loved the Pacers of the '90s. Reggie Miller,
Reggie
Mark
Miller.
Jackson, David
Yeah,
Brothers, Rick Smits. That was my squad.
Yeah.
Leave that alone.
Nah. For me, I know it's hometown everything, but I do like other players too. Like, and I won't lie, like in the 90s, I wasn't that big. I didn't really become a Heat fan until like 96,
till
97.
after
I was
Alonzo.
I was a Magic fan, bro. Like, I think probably when Shaq went to the Lakers,
There you
that's
go.
when I started paying more attention to the Heat because I was a Shaq fan, so I used to like Orlando.
And you were like, I can't root for the Lakers. I can't do that. Can't do
So
it. Even if LeBron's up there. I'm not gonna lie, I got some Lakers paraphernalia with LeBron on it.
nah, but check this out, and that's why I had to get on Steve about this because when me and Steve first started rocking, he was a Heat fan. But now I know the
I
only
was a
reason for that was
LeBron
because
fan.
no,
LeBron.
exactly. But he fooled me though. I thought he was a Heat fan. You know what I'm saying?
I got
So
Heat
then
gear.
next thing, next thing I know, LeBron went back to Cleveland, and this cat became a Cleveland fan. I said, "Yo, hold on, what you got going on, bro?" I was about to pull him from the whole
My
FSU.
loyalty goes wherever LeBron goes. All right, that's all there is to it. All right.
Yeah, but he fooled me though. That's all I'm saying. 'Cause around that time, I thought she was down with
Let
the
me tell
whole
you, Solo was
whole
legit
game.
mad. He was legit mad. He's like, bro, are you kidding me? You're representing DWA and you're not even rooting for the Heat? I was like, bro, I gotta go where LeBron goes. That's my guy. That's my guy. He gets too much
That's
hate.
illegal.
Somebody gotta root for him out here. Can't have
That's
all these
illegal.
haters out here. Can't
And
do
listen,
it.
I hate it. I did hate on LeBron for the first year. I don't hate on him no more. I think people tripping now. That man is awesome. Man. He's great.
He the GOAT. He's the GOAT.
But I did hate on him the first year. The first year after, because I'm a big D Wade basketball fan, and that being said, it was I didn't want him to have more rings than Wade. You know, but after I got over that and I realized it's never gonna change, then I stopped hating on him. So,
I love it, man. I love it.
That's
Hey
neither here nor
man,
there.
look, I don't want to hold you, man. I love you,
I'm
man.
gonna lose my
and
trust machine.
Go back to working out. We're gonna try to finish up on a high note with these donations today.
Hey, I'm
And,
gonna send look, check. I'm gonna send the 50 for that card, but then y'all just give it to somebody.
All right.
All right.
We'll send the 50s straight up to Jason's DCC.
Send me whatever the information is.
Jason will send you the link.
You're the best.
All right, cool.
Thank you, my
For
dude.
sure, man. For sure, man. Man, God bless y'all boys. Keep on y'all thing. And yeah, when the season comes around, I'll be back talking shit again like we never stopped. Sorry for cursing. Matter of fact, the 50 covers the curse word. All right, bye.
That was the best.
I love him.
So how do you want to do it? You tell me.
All right. So what's that? So the put that card to the side. We're gonna raffle that thing. We're gonna give that thing away at the end. We're gonna try to raise some money, but we'll do something really cool with it at the end. Yeah.
I can throw a trivia question out there, and the first person that puts the correct answer up is the winner.
Well, let's do that right at the end. Right now, we're SoLo put 50 towards your goal. We were 200, so we're $150 away from your goal, right?
Right now, well, he put 50, so
add SoLo's 50 in there, correct?
Oh, I think we're still waiting on the last one here. We're still at 765, so I don't
Mr.
know.
Mr. Finisher.
Oh, he doesn't want the Tua card. All right.
He doesn't want the Tua card, but he said he donated. So
he donated. So thank you. I appreciate the donation. To the DCC?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll get him something.
Okay.
We'll get him something.
All right. So the Tua card, that last card, and there was one other card that somebody said that they wanted to give away too. I forget what it was.
Which one was it? So Big Dougie B got the Mercury card.
Huh?
Of the cards that went away, we had the Big Bob 66. Is that the one we were giving away? The Marino? No.
No.
We have the Jalen Waddle going to Miami Fan Talk Show. The rookie autograph. This one to Miami. Yep. We got the Jalen Phillips blank back. The Jalen Phillips blank back going to Big Dougie B.
Yep.
Miami Fan Talk Show, the Jalen Waddle rookie absolute, the first one.
Awesome.
Right there. Big Dougie B again with the TD Fin Talk present camo pink. The Tua.
Okay.
Bip Bob 66 again with the Jalen no name plate, the Gem 10. And Caslin had the Xavier Howard rookie.
All right. Aldo said he wants that Tua card that Mr. Finisher won that he said he didn't want. He said he'll match. He'll match. So Aldo, send 30 to the channel, send 30 to the DCC, and the link is pinned to the top of the page. And then you'll get that card that Mr. Finisher won that he said he didn't want. And we'll give that to you, Aldo.
To Aldo.
It's going to Aldo.
Got it. So let me change that up. Perfect.
All right. And all right, what else we got? What else we got? I want to give away like 3 or 4. I want to do 3 or 4 more cards before we go to the giveaways. I want to get over the finish line on the donations today.
Okay, so
we're so close to 1,000.
What SoLo did. This is the latest Jalen Blacks. We're going to give that away.
We're going to give that away.
We're going to give that away. All right, we got a heavy card. We got another Jalen Waddle autograph. This is a fun card. It's not a rookie. It's a numbered out of 75. It's a Gridiron King portrait canvas autograph card.
It's a Jalen Waddle autograph card. Auto just sent 50 to the channel.
You're the best, dude.
Auto, the link is in the. Okay. It was 30 to the channel, 30 to the DCC link. I want to make sure the DCC gets their money. I'll definitely make sure they get theirs. Whatchamacallit? Shout out to Aldo, by the way. All right, so that's a card, Jalen Waddle autograph card. It's not a rookie. Throw it up on the screen again. All right, to get closer.
Hold on 1 second here.
Turn it around. Jalen Waddle autograph card. It's not a rookie, but it is autographed.
Not a rookie, not rated. So
we'll do 50. We'll do 50. 50 to the 25 to the channel. 25. So put claim 50 in the chat. Claim 50 in the chat. Just put claim 50. Just write claim 50. Put it in the chat. Claim 50 in the chat. And then the first person that puts claim 50, they'll send 25 to the channel, 25 to the DCC. And we're going to get this thing going. We're going to get this thing.
I do not have a Caleb Williams. I do not have a Caleb Williams. Remember those
autograph Jalen Waddle card, guys. Come on.
Boom.
Raising money for a good cause here.
And it's like it's one of those parallel cards because it's like purple on the name and the card graphic as opposed to your standard. So it's one of those variations or parallels or what have you.
Put claim 50 in the chat for the Jalen Waddle autograph card. Be nice addition to your fan cave.
Absolutely. And let me get the link in there for the DCC just in case one more time. Is Andrevius for real on this one?
Andrevius, are you for real? Like we're trying to don't mess us up, Andrevius. Don't mess us up, man.
So what's on your plans this weekend, Stephen, while we wait and while we see what's what?
Man, I got my son's got the last 2 games. He's got a scrimmage tonight. And then the final league basketball game tomorrow.
There you go.
And then and so yeah, then we got that, and my wife just wants to hang out with the family the whole weekend, so I think we're gonna go do something fun. We're gonna hang out as the family this weekend, which I'm excited about. We'll watch the NASCAR race in Fontana on Sunday. Big NASCAR fan. Probably watch all social media this weekend from everybody down at the DCC, wishing I was there. If I can claim 0, yes, I'm serious. No, you can't claim 0. It's 50 for an autographed Jalen Waddle. Come on, guys, let's get there.
And then a high note. Last one. And then a high note. And then through the walk tomorrow, I'm going to get to the goal. I would hope. I'll do some live tweeting while walking. I think I could do that. I think I could tweet and walk at the same time. I will find out tomorrow. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see all the supporters. I think it's just one of those, you know.
Do you have a Javon Holland card?
Yeah, I do have a Javon Holland.
All right, so hold on, wait. Let's get this one card out of the way.
Let me look for a Javon Holland card.
Let's get this Jalen Waddle one out the way. $50 autographed Jalen Waddle card. Send 25 to the channel. Put claim 50 in the chat. Lamar Bennett said, "I'll top off the 1,000 if you give me a Holland and that Waddle card."
Wow. Okay, so that would be amazing. Now, of course, I got to find the Holland.
So give him that Waddle and that Javon Holland.
Was it this? I have this Holland. I don't think this was claimed by anyone. This is a new Holland, right? This is a gold Holland numbered 1 to 99. No, I'm sorry, numbered 10 to 199.
I don't think anybody. I think so. You tell me. We haven't done that today.
So you know what? I'm going to put together a bigger packet for you, but this is the Holland card that I have left. I wish. All right,
so Lamar's going to finish you off. What are you at? You're at 865 raised on your thing.
We're waiting for the last one. Oh wow! Oh my God! It's 865. My Lord, that's phenomenal.
Yeah. So that's Aldo gave you 100. Shout out to Aldo.
Aldo,
and then Lamar said he'll finish you off, and get you up there. And so you'll send him that autographed Waddle card. You'll send him that Javon Holland card, right?
Yeah, and I'll and everyone, I'm going to do a call. I'll throw in a couple of bonuses too, as well as an appreciation and a thank you. But Lamar, wow, dude, that would be amazing. We could ring that bell. That's unbelievable. Thank you. And Aldo, I got yours. Thank you. Yeah, we're cooking.
So we got you to it. We got you to 1,000, my guy. Let's go.
I'm blown away.
All right, what's all right? So this last card here. That SoLo wanted to. Do you have somebody wants to know? Do you have a Zach Thomas or Jason?
I wish I had another. I just sent out that Zach Thomas from a couple of shows ago, and Jason Taylor. I don't have any more Taylor cards. If I had it, it'll be in like the base card dollar box. If anything, that's like in the bottom of my shelves. I don't have any premium JT cards in my reach at the moment. Give me another couple of minutes to look what I got here, but. Shout out to this community.
You guys are awesome, by the way.
Phenomenal. I wish I had more.
So to finish off the donations with the channel today, that card that SoLo wanted to give away, he said he'd donate the 50.
Yeah.
All right, where's that card at?
That's the
This is how I want it. This is how I want to do it. All right. What is it?
That's the Gem 10 Waddle rookie card. Prism
That's a
Black.
Gem 10 Waddle rookie card. All right. Anybody who donates $5 to the channel right now, I'm going to put you in a wheel, and we'll do a wheel in about 5 minutes.
That's a
Just
great
donate
idea.
$5 to the channel, however you want to do it. Just let me know where you send it, and I'll put you in the wheel. $5. And you know what? I'll do $5 a slot. So if you send $20, I'll give you 4 slots. Just send $5 per slot. I'll put you in a wheel, and we'll do a wheel in like 5 or 10 minutes. So let me get the wheel of names up. Wheel of names. And for that rookie, what is that? A Jalen Waddle rookie card?
Jalen Waddle rookie Chronicles Prism Black card. Don't have many rookie cards that are worth anything real. When I say worth anything, maybe a base card here or there, but nothing visual, Mr. Phins. Sorry, bro. Wish I did. All
right. So just $5 per entry, and then we'll get you into this card that SoLo donated his 50 towards. So shout out to SoLo too.
Absolutely, shout out to SoLo. So thank you for that.
Make sure you send him the link so he gets it in there. All right, there's Big Dougie B. He just donated 20 to the channel.
Big Dougie B.
All right, awesome. So Big Dougie B 4 times. Big Dougie B 4 times.
Aldo in for 1. Beautiful, loving it.
Aldo's in for 1. Come on, guys. $5 gets you a slot in the wheel for a Jalen. What is it? Put it up on the screen so people can see it, because it's an awesome card. For $5, you get a chance. A Gem 10, a PSA 10. It's not autographed, but it's a PSA 10 Jalen Waddle rookie card. It's awesome. Awesome.
This will be for a winner and a courtesy.
And I appreciate y'all sticking around at the end here. I know we're not necessarily talking football here at the end, but you know, we're right. And you know, the Lamar, I didn't, you know, he gave 200 to finish off the thing. I'm not worried about the channel. So I'm like, look, to end on the channel on a good note and everything we've done today, just $5 slot, donate to the channel, help the channel grow, and I'll get you in on this. And SoLo's going to donate his 50 to the cause for the DCC, which is great. And I'm going to donate to the cause too. Don't think I won't. I'm going to give some of the money that I get here too.
Wins all around. And again, you know, so appreciative and really very happy. Very happy.
All right, guys. You can donate through Cash App or PayPal, the $5 increments for the Jalen Waddle rookie card. It's a PSA 10. PSA 10 Jalen Waddle rookie card. I'm doing a wheel right now. I got 4 slots from Big Dougie B. I got 1 slot for Aldo. $5 per slot gets you in. Donate as much as you want or as little as you want. $5 gets you in. Jalen Waddle PSA 10 rookie card. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Get it in there. Come on, guys. Or ladies, depending on who's watching. What? So you fly out tonight?
Fly out tonight. Unfortunately, it looks like I'm already a little delayed. So it'll be an adventure. But
where are you flying out of?
Flying out of I'm basically on the border of Pennsylvania and New Jersey. And there's a nice little kind of rural-ish airport about 20 minutes away from me out of Trenton. And I fly into West Palm. That's where my parents are at. So, yeah, hopefully it's a nice, smooth travel.
What time do you know what your itinerary is for tomorrow?
I will attempt to get there as early as I can. And I would love to. I'm not riding the bike again. I'm running, and that starts around, like, I guess 9 o'clock. But I want to be there.
Can you rent a bike there?
I don't know. I wouldn't be able to, much like Biggie, I wouldn't be able to do a bike for much long. Walking, I'll be fine with, you know.
Aldo with another 2 slots, $10. Shout out to Aldo.
3 and then 4 going to Finn Daddy Dougie.
Come on, guys, $5. It's a PSA 10. Put it up on the screen for the people.
Yeah, so hopefully if all goes according to plan, I'll be down there for, let's say 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock, I'll try to get there.
Hey, did you send me there we go. SoLo wants the link to your DCC thing.
Solo's the best. Thank you, Solo. But yeah, fun full day. Just really, again, nothing really. You got your family, faith, and football in my life, and nothing really makes me happier than combining all those 3 things at the same time. Unfortunately, my crew won't be able to join me for this trip, but those are really the best times when my wife.
Yes,
my
he is. Bip up. He is. Finn, Big Dougie B says it's sunny and warm here in South Florida. Thank you for rubbing it in, Big Dougie B. I appreciate that. Meanwhile,
it's sunny here in Pennsylvania. Can't really say very warm, but it's a little unseasonably warm. It's not bad. Not bad. It's going to cool down, though, in the next day or 2 here. Unfortunately for my fam.
Yeah, I'm done with the cold
send it
weather.
me directly. I'm going right out to get these out today, right before the plane.
Guys, $5 per slot. I'm putting you in the wheel.
We went over, man. Guys, we're at 1,065. I can't thank you all enough. And Steven for the platform to help with this, and Solo and Bip-Bop and Dougie and Lamar, all you guys. This is, wow, I'm overwhelmed. I'm like shocked. I'm not shocked because you guys have proven this, but I'm wow. Beyond appreciative.
That's so awesome, man. That you were at, how much were you at this morning?
$395.
And we got over $1,000 today.
Wow.
So that's for the DCC alone, man. That's so awesome, dude. I'm so excited for you. And you're still not done. You can still raise more as we keep it going here.
Yeah, I think that that's part of the live walking and tweeting and the support. So yeah, now we do it. Now we go and we walk the walk and talk. So this is phenomenal. And
guys,
again,
if you want in $5, put it up on the screen again, Jason.
Oof, I'm like, got to gather myself.
$5 per slot. Right now, it's just Big Dougie B and Aldo.
I love this because this is a particular rookie card that has information from the rookie season. If everyone remembers that Carolina game, if I remember correctly, if it was his first 100-yard game of his career, and Carolina, he had that 57-yard touchdown. It references that in the card. Still a rookie card. And ready for this? He hit a top speed during that run of 21.8 miles per hour, a little less miles per hour than I usually drive.
Aldo just got 2 more.
So that's a fun little anecdote right there. I love when cards have fun little factoids or anecdotes, though. Dude hit 21.8 miles per hour.
Then Big Dougie B said, I needed something to give me joy today, so thank you, Steven, Jason, and family with a PH. I appreciate it, man. Jose Valdez said, check your Cash App, Steven. All right, I'm checking my Cash App. $20 from Jose, my guy. All right, 4 slots for Jose.
Wow. Oof.
Love it, man. Let's go.
Dude, 1,115.
Solo just sent his 50 in, right?
Let me go to the. Yes. Yep. Wow.
There we go.
Unbelievable. 15 donations just today. Separate. You all are amazing.
Come on, guys. Couple more minutes. Let's get some more of the. There needs to be more. This is an awesome card. $5 a slot gets you in here. Finn Den. I don't know who Finn Den is, but they just sent $5. Let's go, Finn Den.
Sign Josh Jacobs. The running back thing, while we're waiting, Steven, this goes to the want versus think what we're going to do conversation. Would I love a running back who is as skilled as a Josh Jacobs, a Miles Sanders, a Saquon Barkley, a Dalvin Cook? Yes, sure. But I just don't think it's in the realm of the construction of Greer's image of the team, especially when you have to put money so many other places. I loved Alex Dano and Hussam Patel's referenced idea about drafting a running back. But again, it's outside of Chris Greer's MO. He's never drafted a running back really high up in the draft process. I think the earliest pick he had was 3rd round Kenyon Drake way back when, and he's usually used the 7th round as kind of a flyer for running back. So it'll be interesting. I think they should bring back at least Raheem Mostert, averaged 4.9 yards per carry last year. See what happens with Jeff Wilson Jr. But I just don't know that they go premium running back. I just don't know.
All right, guys, come on. It's 12:21, so at 12:25 we'll end. We'll cut off. Let's get it, man. Come on, let's get $5 per slot. Gets you in here. Gets you a chance to get a Jalen Waddle PSA graded 10 rookie card. Yeah, BitBop, I did see the video this morning of Jason Taylor getting his face, his bus set up for the.
Oh, that.
Canton. Dude, I saw Canton's prices. They're so expensive.
It's a little crazy.
I don't think I'm gonna go. It's just way too much.
It's
way
too
much.
I mean, it's a little crazy, but that speech is going to be phenomenal.
It is. It's going to be great, and there'll be a lot of Dolphins fans there.
There'll be a lot of Dolphins fans, and there's going to be a lot of players that go from you and mine and our kind of age groups heyday of Dolphins. Now,
I have heard that they're allegedly going to do the Patriots. Is it the Patriots or the Jets? One of the two are going to be in the Hall of Fame game. I read it was somebody in our division, and it
would make
us.
sense. The Jets,
but
they're not going to do the Dolphins.
It was the Jets then, so
yeah.
That means the Dolphins won't be in it because they're not going to do a preseason divisional game.
Yeah, I was hoping that the Dolphins would get that, but
I would. But when I saw that tweet, and I was like, man, that sucks. But.
So it's going to be the case. You're going to have a Hall of Fame induction where.
2 more minutes, guys. $5 donations. Put them in. Matter of fact, I'm going to do this. $1 donations. Bring them in. $1 donations at the end here. Get your slots in. $1 donate or $2. I don't think you can do $1 on here. I think it's got to be $1.99. So $2 donations. $2 donations.
We got a situation where the most
$2 donations.
Populated fan bases at Canton this summer will probably be Jets and Dolphin fans, ironically.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
And whoever the other team is that the Jets will play at the Hall of Fame game, it's probably going to be Cleveland. You got Joe Thomas there getting inducted, so that would make sense to me, But we'll see. We'll see.
Auto.
Oh, I got 2 more. Oh, one more. Sorry, one more. If you're counting.
Well, I said 2. I'll give him. Yeah, Aldo. Although donated a lot, I'll give him that 3rd. I'm not worried about that extra $1. Let's go. $2 donations. Bring them in. Come on. 1 more minute.
This is fantastic, everybody. Let's go. So another thing I wanted to throw out to you, Stephen, not related, but we love to talk about basketball and our kids, and coaching. I think my son's a lefty. My 7-year-old is a lefty.
It's weird, right?
It's weird to watch.
The ambidextrous pitcher in Mississippi State baseball.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know how you teach a kid that, left-handed like that. I couldn't do it.
It's funny because my dad and my brother they're both like good golf and tennis players. They swing, and even baseball, lefty, righty, kick righty. I'm a pure righty. My oldest son, pure righty, but my little guy is showing some signs of leftyism. I enjoy that.
Ritter with a $10 donation, so that's 5 slots.
Oh, beautiful! Thank you, Ritter. What a morning, and now afternoon,
go.
And this is what we're going for.
Put it up on the screen. Love it, guys. All right. Yeah, I'll wait another 20 seconds just to see if anybody gets a last second one in. But I think we got it. Big Dougie B, there we go. There's Big Dougie B with 5 more. Keep them coming. I got to type it in.
This is fantastic. Thank you again to everybody. 1,125. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Big Dougie B.
Aldo with another 5. Keep them coming. Keep them coming, baby.
Dallas and New York Jets. That would make a lot of sense. That would make sense. That would bring people. Dallas fans, Jet fans.
All right, let me make sure nobody sent anything through Cash App and PayPal at the end here. Yep, Jose just did.
Another couple from Aldo.
I already got the Aldo there.
Good.
And Jose just sent 10, so that's 5 more for Jose because I'm doing $2 slots. Jose V. Jose V. Typing it in.
Gotta love this wheel. I love these spin wheels. Makes it so easy.
It does, man. Any more? I want to give everybody a chance to get in. $2 gets you in. Walt Dog, it better not be $10 million contract. You know how I feel about $10 million contracts with the Dolphins. Hate them.
That's a Cutler comment.
Hate them. It's a Cutler. It's a Will Fuller. It's a Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. Fuller, too.
Dolphins have the worst luck with 1-year, $10 million contracts. No, thank you.
It should just be 11. Just make it 11.
Just do 11 or do 9. Do not make it 10.
10.5.
No, no 10. Okay,
No 10.
Not rounded up. Okay,
That's fine.
No 10.
Yeah. People will just see the 10 and just bad memories.
9 point. I really don't want 9.8. What I really is he do 8.9 or 11 or higher. Okay,
Fair.
Nothing that can be rounded up to 10.
That's completely fair.
All right. Any final donations here to get in? $2 per entry. Cash App, PayPal, or whatchamacallit? Super Chat. I think we got it. We did awesome today, Jason.
What a day.
What did you end up with, by the way? Well, you know what? We'll do that at the end here because I have it on the screen so I can share it. So I'll just hit refresh.
There we go. Oh, beautiful.
Okay. That's awesome, man. Love it.
Love
All right, here we go. I think this is it. Unless somebody gets in here and if you did, I'm sorry. I think we're going to do the cutoff here. Cut off now. And I'll just wait 20 seconds to make sure nothing came in last second on Cash App or PayPal. Ziggy Zag, did you get my donation of 10? Where did you send it, Ziggy Zag?
I got it on the DCC. You got to get him in for a couple. Got to get him in for like 5 or do something.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll get Ziggy Zag in there.
Let's see who it was just to make sure. Yeah, it was Howie Ziegler. Thank you, Howie.
Ziggy.
Beautiful.
Ziggy. There we go. Love it. All right. I think we're good. Hey, Kung Fu Tuna, we raised over $1,000 today for the Dolphins Cancer Challenge. That's what we did. Just so you know. Raise some money for the channel too, obviously, but we hit the goal with the Dolphins Cancer Challenge. I love it, man. All right. I think this is it, man. We're going in. I got Ziggy, Jose, Aldo, Big Dougie B, Ritter, Aldo, Finden, Jose V, Aldo, Big Dougie B. They got a lot in there. There we go. All right. So, number 1 through 10, Jason. Give me a number.
8.
All right, I'm going to shuffle 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay?
Let her rip. Big Dougie!
Big Dougie B.
Cleaning.
Shout out to Big Dougie B. There we go.
Done.
Love it, man.
This is phenomenal.
Love it.
Thank you to everyone out there.
The good thing about the Waddle card is it will catch every dart thrown at it. I like that color. That's good. That's good color. You're right about that. You're right about that, man.
He was so close.
I had fun today, man. We did it again.
I have fun every Friday, but when you could,
just so you know, this group of fans has done so much for the hurricane relief disaster. We did great that day. We did great for the building collapse in Surfside that day. We've done, this is the 3rd or 4th time we've done it big for Dolphins Cancer Challenge. This is awesome, man. And it's a testament to you guys who watch the show on a day in, day out basis. So thank you so much. I appreciate the donations to the channel too. Look, this to be perfectly transparent. This is, I get it's a rough month. It's kind of rough out there for everybody. So anything that's donated is great. And Jason and Jason's like, I want to help the channel grow, and I want to, get the, the donations up. And we did to get over. You said if we get over 500 today, you were going to be happy, and I was like, why stop there? Why stop there?
I'm like, I don't know. I'm like literally fumfering at the words and so emotional and happy, and just appreciative. Look, I mean, not to go off on a little tangent here, but SoLo comes on, yourself, just you guys bringing me into this group, this family. I'm really, really thrilled and happy.
Put the link in the chat one more time for your thing. So just so you know, this is Jason Sarney's DCC. And Lamar, Howie Ziegler, SoLo D, Lamar, Aldo, Big Dougie B, Anonymous, Miami Fan Talk Show, Big Dougie B, Caslin, Philip. Just, man, it's good stuff, man. And to be you were like around $300 this morning, and to be able to do this with you today was absolutely amazing. And I think it's cool that I got to be a part of it, man.
I would pick no other person to do this sort of thing with. I love these Fridays. Even my wife says, you're still doing the show today, right? No, you're traveling, but you're still doing the show. She loves when I do this, and especially for good causes like this, it just puts, it gets me very, very happy. Gets me very, very happy.
If you like the show today, make sure you hit the like button. If you haven't done so already, share the link. Let people know what we do, man. Look, we try to do a lot of this, and this is awesome. If you won anything today, send your information to @Jason_Sarney on Twitter is the best way to get a hold of him. Give him your information. It's awesome.
We raised over $700 in 2 hours, Kung Fu Tuna, to answer your question.
Yeah. I love it. It's good stuff. Anything else before I let you go, man?
Yeah, I'm still just kind of overwhelmed with the great stuff that we've done. I was thrilled to talk to the stellar panel that I had no idea. I love surprises. And to talk with
we were like, we're just going to talk Dolphins football today, and we'll try to raise some money for the DCC and the channel. And he's like, and then I was like, you know what? I'm going to yeah. Caslin said, matter of fact, I just got home and came home to the last card Jason sent me. I haven't been home for over a month. LOL. Shout out to Kaz. Love it. Love it.
That's been great.
Hip Hop says today's show was truly special, Steven. I appreciate it. Yeah, man. Dude, I want to keep doing this, man. I want to keep doing this. I want to keep on. I want to do the show all the time, every day. And the only way to do that is to obviously, keep the money rolling in and raising money for great causes and awesome, stellar. I mean, look, the other thing is the community too. We talk about the fans, but I had Dolphins talk up here today. I had Phins tailgate up here today. I had TD Phins talk up here today. I mean,
inclusivity. We're a fan base that's been dying and clamoring for a winner, to talk about a winner. So to have all these different, entities, all these different platforms come together for the common goal, especially on something like the DCC, it's all for the better, and I'm all for it. Inclusion rather than exclusion is really what I'm all about.
Yeah, man. And the other good thing about all of it too is being and I don't want to forget my guy too, CB83, from his own platform as well as mine here at Miami Sports Music, and yourself. It was awesome. And Alex Dono of 5 Reasons Sports and Locked On Canes.
Right. We're touching many corners of look, no pun intended, but the Dolphin Ocean is rather deep and wide, and it expands.
Locked On, 5 Reasons Sports, Dolphins Talk, Phins Tailgate, Miami Sports Music, obviously, Dolphins Wire, everything, man. God, I love it.
Love it, my man.
All right, man. Next Friday, you'll be here. We'll talk again. We'll talk probably before then, and we'll figure out how your weekend went down here. So don't give us everything. Save some of it for next Friday.
Oh, absolutely.
And enjoy your time down there, man. Get down there safe. Enjoy. The link, did you put the link in there one more time? You did. Awesome. Guys, go. Let's, look. If we can get Jason is at 1,125. I know we already reached the goal of 1,000, but, man, let's keep on getting them up there, man. The heavy hitter's 3,000. Can we get him to heavy hitter status? I don't know, but we could try. Share the link. Share the link with people, and it's going to a great cause. So I love you, Jason. You're the man, brother. Final thought. Your final thing.
We've all touched on all the best parts of it, and you said it all. SoLo said it. Just really love being a part of this community. So thank you for everyone. God bless you all. And Steven, appreciate you giving me this platform with you every week.
All right, man. I love you, man. Be good. We'll see you on. We're gonna do a show on Monday. I don't know if there's gonna be a show this Tuesday, but I'll be back Monday. All right, Monday. We'll see y'all. Have fun. Enjoy your weekend. Love your family. Spread kindness, positivity, and love. Peace.
I think I need some custom with some Dolphins colors, just to let them know we here. Yeah. I know the whole city riding. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter collar. Whole squad been trained to go. Phins for life, we throw the foe. Singing this just to welcome bro. To a time.